It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, February 20th, 2025. We're coming live. Good morning. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Gio, I have stressed out for days about the day that you forgot your phone. Still bothers me. Bothered me.
I think I forgot it today.
No, that can't be true.
It's in the car.
Do you use your phone?
I do, but there's a lot going on.
Oh, boy.
The lid popped off the coffee again. That spilled everywhere.
Hey,
Come on.
don't mess with him. He's got priorities.
Yeah, listen. I'm just making sure everything gets here on time.
I don't see 2 coffees. You haven't taken the jump? You haven't taken the leap to 2 coffees yet?
No, I'm usually good for one for the entire show, but yesterday, I mean, I've been crushing it this week.
I'm ready when you are.
Oh, Joe, we got camera issues. We got placement problems. My son has been using the speakers in here on my computer, disrupted everything.
Oh,
He's dead
no.
Dead today. Touched Galvin stuff, touched Joe stuff. Cameras moved, lights are changed.
Was he up in the lab?
Using my headphones. He was up in the lab.
Oh, man. Cooking up some beats?
Yeah. I don't know who's here. There's a couple of people staying here that have like 37 million followers on Sound. So what is it? Spotify.
Yeah.
I don't know if that means anything. If 37 million is a lot,
Right.
Carmen, is
It's
that a
kind of
lot?
like TikTok where you can have like 1 million views and you're like, yeah, but that's no big deal.
Is it Spotify or SoundCloud?
Spotify.
Okay, Spotify, yes, that's a lot.
Okay. So there's a couple of those kids staying here. I don't know what that means. I don't know what Joey's doing with them, but all I know is that they asked if they can come in here, and I said yes, and they disrupted everything.
And you don't know their names? Like, I can't look them up?
I feel like we should have had them come in and talk about ASAP Rocky getting off.
Yeah.
You know?
Wait.
As long as there's no chocolate milk on the switcher.
No chocolate milk, Joe.
Oh.
No.
Fine with that.
That sounded like it was a racist comment, Joe.
No.
You're saying no chocolate
Wait a
milk.
minute.
I think we know.
White
you're-
milk only.
Yeah.
Are they country music stars? Or what?
I don't think so.
No? Oh, okay.
Judging by their hair, I don't think so.
Oh, you never know these days.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
They got to be careful in here. This is the moneymaker, man.
Yeah.
Like, something goes wrong in here, it all goes away.
I mean, it wasn't chocolate milk. It was just a little bit of not putting things back the way they belong.
Right.
You know, my headphones were missing. Joe had extra headphones.
Yeah.
Those sort of things.
Lights were off.
Galvin knew immediately something had been touched.
My mouse pad was all the way over here.
Oh, my
Scumbags.
Yeah.
I knew it.
What the hell?
These kids today.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the moneymaker in here, man. You can't be messing around.
You shut this down. There's no
Yeah.
sprinter. There's no
This is not the playroom.
rolling loud.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they come in here and they write a hit single.
Yeah.
That's fine. We get a
$20
kickback.
million
My dad is an idiot. His friends are stupid. Oh, wait.
We
Messing
trashed
up
the
the
studio.
Yeah, well, that would be nice, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know what these kids do, but if something happened where they came and it created something and it was successful, that would be wonderful.
It is wild to me how it is so not easy, but such a possibility that somebody could have either a video thing or a song or whatever that could just like that make them a multimillionaire.
It's wild.
You could be walking down the street and say something dumb about spitting on a thing and become the next biggest star in the world.
The reason people go viral, it blows like the Costco guys. They're everywhere now.
Oh, I am
Everywhere.
100% against them now.
They're so famous.
But Costco guys are trying. Haktua girl wasn't even trying. She
Correct.
left the house. She had no idea.
Yep.
Even when she was talking to the microphone, no idea. Probably for the next like 3 days, had no idea. And then all of a sudden, she's got 90 million followers.
Yep.
Mom was a crackhead.
Yeah.
She's raised by her grandmother. Just decided to go out one night walking on the street. I wonder how much of a little whore she actually is.
Yeah, I don't know, but I wonder, what do you think? It's like 14 minutes and 59 seconds for her?
Oh, I think it's 17 and change.
Yeah,
She's
it's already
done.
passed.
She went into hiding. She hasn't been around for months because that meme coin stole a bunch of money and like she's being sued.
Which, does anybody think she was the mastermind of that?
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
No.
But
way.
also, who thought that was a good idea to invest your money into the Haktua
oh,
coin?
the same idiots. But that's the other thing is you go, I don't know, maybe, and then you buy $500 worth, and the next day it's worth 80 million. You know, you're like, I don't know how it happened.
I don't know either, but I feel like a financial planner would have given you different advice.
I think a financial planner would have given you different advice about Bitcoin too. back in 1990.
Now that it's so easy on your phone, people are like, oh, I'll buy the Hawk Tuah coin. Maybe I'm going to be a millionaire.
And I don't think people that are buying the Hawk Tuah coin use financial planners.
This is true, Carmen. This is true.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Let's take a look at it. Hawk Tuah coin seems like a good investment for you.
Are you familiar with Hawk Tuah?
You may want to go Tesla, put some money in the S&P 500. Hawk Tuah girl.
Right.
By the way, the more I see her, the uglier she is to me.
Yeah, I don't think she was ever hot. I think she was cute.
Yeah. Well, that clip, you're like, oh, she's hot and she's saying dirty stuff, whatever. And then you saw her, and then you're like, oh, I guess she's not as hot as I thought.
The more she talked.
Yeah. And
the more she talked, you
and
was
now
like,
you see her and you're just like, oh, yeah. I believe that your mom's a crackhead.
If you remember, they had Hawk Tuah costumes at
Yeah.
store for Halloween.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Huge. Walking down the street, guy put a microphone in front of her face, and she's like, you're the most famous person on earth.
Last night was the first in this house. Juliana slept in her own bed.
Where has she been sleeping?
The whole night.
What?
She always sleeps in my bed, but I always sleep upstairs.
Oh.
So she sleeps in my bed
with
Amanda.
Oh, okay.
And then Joey's his friend here, so I've been sleeping downstairs. And
you're getting pushed around.
Yeah, you know, I don't mind it though.
Yeah.
I don't mind sleeping with her and my wife. I mean, because she's little and I love having them all there, you know.
Yeah.
But
she's not so little anymore, though,
she's
right?
not so little anymore.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, she's a clinger. She clings to my wife while she sleeps. So
right.
But anyway, last night I felt a lot of room, like a lot of extra room, and I'm like, there's no way. And then this morning when I got up, Amanda said, check on Juliana on the way in. She slept there. I was like, what? And I went in there and turned the light on. There she was.
That's how it goes, man.
Yeah.
This is the age where things start changing.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. I mean, she's old enough, you know. But I mean?
It just happens just like that. Just one day they're doing one thing, and the next day they're not.
Yeah. I find the most disruptive thing is my alarm starts going off at like 4:45. And just I don't get up right away, so now every time it goes off, everybody has to wake up, or Amanda has to wake up. You know.
Yeah.
So I have to figure out I need one of those alarms that puts like electrodes on my nipples or something, and just gives me a little jolt to wake me up in the morning, so I don't wake the whole family up. But yeah, it was it's a big day in my house.
End of an era.
First full night altogether without, you know. I mean, she slept in her room when she had friends over and stuff.
Right.
First full night, crazy. I gotta tell you, I don't want to discuss this in front of her, but I should probably say this on the air. There's things in her room that freak me out.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, like I don't like that would bug me. Like she's got low windows. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And a door to her room.
Yeah.
That would just freak me out.
How do you get in your room?
It'll freak you out now because you're scared of something happening, or it freaks you out whenever she's a couple years when she's a teenager and she's going to be sneaking out?
Oh, she'll never sneak out. I got cameras everywhere in this house. Yeah. Well, Joey couldn't sneak out. Joey would just come to me and say, look, I got to go wherever I go. That's fine. Because he knew as soon as any door opened in this house.
Also, kids aren't good at electronics and can't figure stuff out. So.
How long before she's out there kicking it on the weed porch?
Oh.
I don't know. I don't think she doesn't seem to be. I mean, she's still too young right now. But she still wants to go to Disney. So I'm going to hold on to that for a little while.
That's what you got to do.
We're going to Disney this weekend. And it's going to be like 70 degrees.
Yeah.
It's perfect. And it's right like before spring break, so hopefully nobody will be there.
What do you do at Disney?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you do? Do you? I mean, you don't go on any rides. You
I
just walk
do.
around.
I go on the rides.
What rides?
Well, all of them. The only one I don't really go on is Space Mountain.
Huh.
And then nobody really ever wants to go on Space Mountain in my family, so it works out. I go on all the rides.
So you're going Magic Kingdom?
Yeah. That was her choice. I would have picked the Epcot or the MGM.
Yeah.
But she wanted to go to Magic Kingdom. I guess it's been a while since we've been there, so.
Right.
They have a thing for that Seven Dwarfs Mine Train roller coaster, so that seems to be what she wants to do.
I bet this is the last time she'll want to go there.
The Magic Kingdom?
Yeah.
Oh, you're depressing me.
Yeah.
Bringing me down, Gio.
I'm just based on the age of my kids. The last time they're like, this is boring.
Yeah.
She's been through it.
Yeah. And they moved on to Universal. That was like the way better.
Yeah, the rides are better. Like the rides at Magic Kingdom, very kiddie.
Right.
Yeah.
Very fair rides, you know, like the teacups and stuff like that.
Disney in general is still fun overall.
That's why Mike wants to go. Teacups.
Love the teacups.
I just remember I'd spend all this money to go to Disney, and they're like, "Can we leave?"
Yeah, really?
God damn it! No, you're not leaving.
I gotta tell you, I get that. I don't. But I'm not an amusement park guy at all.
Yeah, I love theme parks.
I'd rather go to a dirty fair and win some stuff that costs them 50 cents, and I spend $20 on winning it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. For some reason, that's more my style.
I love Disney. I love Universal. I love theme parks.
Yeah. I like water parks. Water parks.
See, I hate water parks.
Me too. I feel like you're swimming in other people's fecal matter.
Yeah, I think they put enough chlorine to kill everything.
You're probably right.
They'd probably kill AIDS with that much chlorine.
I don't like standing on a staircase in the summer and somebody's wet ass is in front of you, and it's like I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. There's just too many. There's too many people. Like I feel like it's dirty, even though it may not be. I just get that gross feeling.
I know a guy that got stuck on the slide one time, and it was very embarrassing for him.
Oh,
why did he get stuck on the slide? Too fast
Was
to
his
slide?
name Gio?
I don't know. Like it just stopped, and I
Did
didn't know.
he at any point that day have a burger?
It just stopped, and I thought maybe I'm too big.
What do you do? I mean, I never had a problem on a slide.
I was terrified that somebody was going to slam into me.
Yeah.
Just like that episode Always Sunny.
Sure.
Yeah. So I just laid down and tried to let the water like build up, and then I started pushing myself.
and did you get moving?
Yeah. Eventually, like the pressure was so much, it just like slowly pushed me down to Adventure Island. I'm
This seal over here trying to push water
I'm
underneath
like,
himself.
this is not as fun as when I was a kid. I'm not doing this anymore. I don't like water parks.
No, I'm always afraid I'm gonna go up on the side and just go right over.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just right over the side of the thing.
I'll sit in like the lazy river, but that's
I
it.
don't want anything that goes in a tube.
No.
You get stuck in that tube, I would lose my mind.
Yeah.
I would live. If I got stuck in that tube, even if I could see light at the towards my feet, I would lose my mind.
I got to tell you, we did one of the cruises that we did. We went to a place that had a big water park, like whatever island or something that had a big water park. And I was like, oh, cool, I'll go through. And they have one of those things where it's all the different tubes and stuff. It was so long. And there was a part of it where there was no window on the tube. You know, like they have windows as you're going along, to the point where I went, am I in the right place? Like, this is freaking me out.
The garbage chute.
It was freaking me out. I was like, sooner or later, I got to see light. And to the point where it was like 10 more seconds passed where I was like, this may be the wrong way or something's going on. And then finally light came out. Because remember, it had the windows where the dolphins were in the water.
That was Atlantis.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And I was, it was okay. I think I'm going to die. And then 10 seconds past that, you see light and you see stuff and you're like, okay, I'm okay.
The worst part about that is they give you a tube and you can't just put the tube over your chest. You gotta sit in it.
Yeah.
And then they get you up to the top of the slide. They put you on a conveyor belt. And as the conveyor belt is going up, the gravity is taking over, and I'm getting ready to fall forward. I didn't like that at all.
No.
I don't like that. Water park's out.
Same.
Done.
Yeah, I went to the casino.
Yeah.
I see, this is more my style. I just sat in an inner tube at the blackjack table.
Sir, you can't have that here.
Carmen, did you lock in your road trip for spring break?
Yeah. That's all. That's been locked in.
We've got nothing planned right now, and we're trying to come up with something, and we've already booked a plan for next year.
Oh.
In the process of looking for something this year, we found something for next year.
Did you move the dates for this year so Carmen can't go?
Yeah, totally
Yeah.
changed.
Okay.
What? Where are you going again?
We're going to Tennessee, North Carolina area.
Yeah. Cabins.
Yes.
What
That'll be
part?
fun.
Hiking. I'm not giving out the
Well,
address.
Nobody's gonna follow you to Pigeon Forge.
Yeah.
It's around there. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like outside of Pigeon Forge.
Like Maggie Valley area.
Whittier, I think.
All right. Yeah.
Whittier.
It's all pretty awesome around there.
Yeah.
Except
but
for the part when you got a black boyfriend, that could be a problem
Yeah.
in certain areas.
I think we're good. He used to live in North Carolina.
Not North Carolina. I was thinking more Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, we're not like that's not a destination. That is just
You're not gonna go to Dollywood?
No.
Dollywood was fun.
Gross.
What about Helen, Georgia? Gio loves Helen, Georgia.
Yeah.
I
Helen,
like Helen,
Georgia's
Georgia.
good.
Yeah.
That's the German town.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, no, we are gonna do a lot of trails and just like hang out at the cabin because we have a hot tub and a big
Nice.
yard for the dogs.
Basically,
But-
you got a week of banging.
Yeah. So basically, we're just gonna hang out.
Carmen, you gonna bang on the trail?
Yes, probably.
Really?
There's kids up there.
Do you know how much I think about that when I'm out on a trail? Like if I just turn the corner and there's
And Carmen and Chatter banging.
Oh, no.
Really anybody, but yeah, Carmen and Chad sometimes.
We're always on top of mind. So the only
Like,
the only
do I stop and go, what's up?
you need help?
Come next.
I'm just a little worried because my girlfriend, her family has a cabin up there. And she said that they get snow sometimes around March. It'll be
Right.
like a random.
Yeah.
And Chad hates the cold. So if that happens, that will really damper
Yeah,
the
then
trip.
you fire up the fireplace.
Right. But yeah. So again, I hope it doesn't snow, and I hope we can just basically go hike and hang out and, do the hot tub. But that's our plan.
So I am new to the trails. I only went hiking one time in the last 20 years.
You don't say.
Yeah. Is this very common? I would assume for men it's a lot easier, but women just stopping to pee on the trails?
You gotta go.
You gotta go.
I mean, I feel like for 2 miles or whatever the trail was, you could hold it.
Yeah, but it depends on, whether you're just doing a 2-mile loop or whether you're coming from another spot and running that 2-mile loop or
Right.
how far, you can do that loop a bunch of times too.
I don't know. We were walking, and all of a sudden the lady said, "Hold on 1 second, we're peeing." We were like, "Oh, okay." We'll just
It's nature,
wait while you
Michael.
pee.
Yeah, that happens.
I wasn't offended by it. I just thought that was interesting that they couldn't wait like the hour to go pee.
Oh, so men can just go pee wherever. Women have to hold it.
It's no. I wasn't. I didn't care that she went.
but-
I found it to be. I bet it's more inconvenient for her.
They
Guys,
sell
we just whip it
devices
out.
where women
Yeah.
can use to pee. you
Like
know?
what? Like a funnel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really interesting.
Sometimes it seems like they're trying to make it part of the experience. They don't really have to.
Maybe that might
but
have been the
then-
case.
yeah.
Well, no, but when you're hiking, you're
Right.
hydrating, you're drinking a lot of water, you're out there exercising. Like,
And then if you have to pee and you're carrying stuff, if you have a backpack or something, or if you're running or moving,
Yeah.
you're jostling around a lot. You don't want to, whoops.
right? Like you can't just hold it.
Yeah.
That's
Carmen,
not a-
depending on which way you go up there, you're going to pass like 3 Buc-ee's.
I'm
Oh.
very excited about that. Yes.
If you go up like 95, I think there's like 2 or 3 of them.
So ChatGPT actually gave us the route to go since we're taking our dogs, and they told us the rest stops that have dog areas
Oh.
for us to stop at, because they were like, you should stop here and go this way and this. I'm telling you, ChatGPT is amazing.
Carmen, I talked to ChatGPT yesterday too for
Yeah.
like a half hour. We are best friends. She said, "I said, shit, do you have any plans for the weekend?" I said, "I'm going to Disney." She's like, "I could plan a trip to Disney for you. I already got it planned." She's like, "Do you want me to map out the rides for you?" And all. I was like,
Yeah.
"Maybe just tell me the weather." And she told me the weather. And she's like, "You're gonna have such a great time. The weather's gonna be great." I was like, "I know." I was so excited. Like it really was giving me good answers. It wasn't just answering my questions.
Right.
It was like suggesting things to me.
Yeah, I went to Sam's and I had a question about some protein that I was getting, and I was like, "Is this a good protein?" Because it was on sale
Right.
and stuff. And I was like, "Is this a good protein for the workout you have me doing?" Because it made my workout for me as well.
Wow, that's good. That's awesome.
And then it went through and it was like, "This is a really good choice if it's on sale." And they're like, "Have you thought about this one?" And I was like, "Yeah, but it's double the price." And they were like, "The protein you got is perfect for what you're looking for, but here are other options if you ever want to try, but they are more expensive."
Did
And
it
gave
say
me a
anything
whole-
about just taking protein and not working out? That you got to do more than just take the protein?
Yeah, I work out.
Oh, you do? I haven't
Douche.
seen any
Yeah.
pictures.
Douche.
Yeah. I
Douche.
stopped posting them because every time I posted, it was, "Oh, you go to the gym."
Oh, come on. We love watching you work out.
I know.
handstand.
I wouldn't do her.
a 4.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't do her.
I wouldn't do her in a handstand.
It's this guy with fish in one hand
Yeah.
and fat wife in the other.
By the way, Carmen, be aware that rest areas that have the dog areas, be aware of little kids coming over to pet your dog. I had that happen, and I was
Oh.
like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a child molester. Please get these kids away from me. I don't know what's going on.
He
Like,
luring in kids.
yeah, exactly. I'm like, where are your parents? Get out of here.
Well, I can tell you, Cowboy and Carlos, they do not like kids.
Oh,
Oh.
good.
Yeah.
Same as me.
Wait, good. Yeah, no, like we have some kids that live in our neighborhood and they'll be riding their bikes and Cowboy and Carlos will try and attack them.
Oh.
They really hate bikes, but then we've had kids like try and pet them and they just go off. So I always tell them, like when I see kids and parents, I'm like, they don't like you.
Yeah.
So keep them away.
I have to be honest with you. Mabel, my dog Mabel is the sweetest, dumbest dog ever. She loses her mind when black people are in my house,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't
Just like
figure
you
out.
trained her?
No, that's the thing, is that I
my
couldn't figure it out, like why. And then I realized that the house that we rescued her from she was owned by a black family the ones who kept her trapped in the kitchen. And I think maybe that's what she's having, like flashbacks.
Could be.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to. I mean, because she barks, but when she sees black people, she loses them. Not aggressive, but just very loud, like she's almost scared.
Yeah.
I mean, you
bet
can say
it's-
it. You have
what?
a racist dog.
No, I think that she's got trauma.
She thinks she's going
Yeah.
back to the cage.
She might think she's going back to the kids. I mean,
Yeah.
Carmen, you see how big she is. She was in an apartment kitchen.
Right.
And, she could barely turn around, and her cage that she sleeps in was bigger than where they kept her all day.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and now she's got a friend. She's got a little lesbian girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
They roll around on the floor and just bite each other's faces all day. I don't understand how that could be exciting. They are constantly biting each other's face.
I love it.
Yeah. Well, I try to do it to Amanda. She smacked me.
Just get off.
Carmen, I asked ChatGPT yesterday if it was familiar with Robert Kelly.
Okay.
And she said, yes, Robert Kelly is a very funny comedian who's known for this, that, and the other thing. She's like, do you like Robert Kelly? I go, yes. In fact, I saw him this weekend. And she's like, you did? How is the show? And I said, good. And she said, was there anybody else there? And I said, well, yes, there was. Mike Calta was there. And she goes, oh, Mike Calta, he's also very entertaining. And I go, this is
Yeah.
the best ever.
Clearly, she wasn't there.
Oh. You couldn't be more right, Gio. I was so sick this weekend.
Yeah.
I was not funny. I was not fun. I did my hello and goodbye and got out of there.
Just quick up and down.
I will tell you, though, that Captain Bryant's, they got it all set when it comes to social media. I got up there, said hi, was up there for 5 minutes, got off stage, and was already tagged in a post that was posted on the thing. They are good at that.
It looks like a weird setup based on the pictures of that place. It looks more like a restaurant.
It's not, though. It's not as bad. They had a big bar in the back that was kind of obstructing things, and they got rid of the bar, and now it's just a big comedy room, and it's a good spot. It's a good spot. They just happen to serve good food, too.
Yeah.
You know?
Like it seems like a seafood restaurant that they just put a stage in.
Yeah, it's not, though. It's pretty well designed
they
for
get
a comedy club.
huge acts all the time.
Yeah.
They had Matt Rife there.
That's right. They did have
Yeah.
my right there. That was quite the pull. Matt Wife, he banged the hawk to a girl. At least I think.
Probably.
Did I just call him Matt Wife?
I think
yeah.
you did.
Yeah.
What?
I think you said my
You having a
wife.
stroke?
My wife banged the hawk too.
Oh no.
Matt Rife also, I think, at 14 minutes and 16 seconds. He's
Could be.
almost done.
Could be.
Although he's working on movies, so that could
Yeah.
spark something.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like he did his world tour, added a bunch of dates, had like 2 Netflix specials.
Yeah, like I
in a
think he's
matter
set
of a
for
year.
life.
Yeah, made a ton
Yeah.
of money.
Yeah.
So I think money wise, like if he doesn't want to do something or want to work, like he doesn't have to.
Like he probably won't be off the hook again.
No. Like I think he did that because he had that date
Yeah.
scheduled before he blew up.
Yep.
And then one of his posts blew up on Instagram but he's like, good guy. So
That's
it's
what
like,
Brian said, that he had those dates booked and that he honored them, even
Yeah.
though he had blown up. I think that's great. That's commendable.
That's good.
Plus,
yeah.
you're good for your fans. You know what I mean? If your fans are like, we really wanted to see you, now you're not going to go because you're too famous. I
That-
think it's great.
Yeah.
That was my whole game plan. I used to book bands for the Swamp up in Fort Walton. I used to book bands there, and I'd book bands like 3 months out, hoping that they would become
Blow
more
up.
popular.
Yeah.
You know, I would always get bands on the way up or on the way down kind of thing. And I had a few bands, they were like, hey, we're not going to play because that venue, we're playing it. And I go, contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing you can
Have you
do.
ever had to sue any of the bands?
No, everybody was pretty cool about it. Once they know what you're doing, they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
They think that they can just get out of it with the
Yeah.
handshake and be like, all right, see you later.
Hey, sorry, we blew up. Really
Yeah.
big. We're playing the arena.
That ain't happening.
Hmm. I think it's exciting when you got a band that blows up and they're playing in a small club.
Oh
That's
yeah,
great.
it was awesome.
Shinedown used to play when I was in Tallahassee at Floyd's Music Store, which
Yeah.
was the big venue there, and they played there all the time. They were like the local band competition because they were from Jacksonville right before they got signed and became huge.
Isn't that Creed and Creed do the same thing?
Yeah,
somewhere.
same place,
Yeah.
same
Yeah,
place.
same
But
place,
yeah,
yeah.
but even then they had blown up. I think they were on tour with Van Halen or something, or they were on.
Could be.
Yeah, and they were still playing the small club dates in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Because I
man.
remember interviewing the guys. I'm like, you guys are playing Floyd's tonight. It's basically a bar. And like Van Halen just called to ask if you wanted to open on their tour. How does that feel?
Yeah, that must be nice.
Yeah.
man. That must be really nice. What's his name? The guy from Men at Work,
Colin Hay.
Colin Hay, said to us, he goes, I just got off this tour with Ringo Starr and his all-star band, And he's like, that's great because you fly everywhere on private jets and you get eating lobster.
Right.
And he's like, then the tour's over and I get back in a van and drive to the flight.
Some people have it differently.
He said, like, you always think that these guys are just mega millionaires. I mean, because Men at Work have,
Been famous for such a long time.
and they were big like in the 80s.
Yeah.
And Scrubs, I guess, the guy from Scrubs started putting him on there and using his music.
Yeah.
And I go, well, that had to be good for you. He goes, yeah. He goes, like, my wife wanted to get new cabinets in the kitchen, and I told her to hold off. And then the Scrubs thing happened. I was like, all right, we can get cabinets now. That's so funny that you just, because you just assume these guys have all this money.
Yeah. It's also fun to see the guys on the come up when they're literally about to blow up.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, it's fun to see.
Carmen,
Yes.
I got to tell you, all I heard in my head yesterday was you telling me I was rich.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
had to pay. I have to pay. I'm poor right now, like you wouldn't believe. I had to pay a couple of grand for my pool. I had to have my pool fixed.
Oh, my poo.
Do you have any violin music, Carmen?
Ooh, what's
I'm
wrong?
just
Is
saying,
it not hot enough?
I got hit at the same time with a bunch of. Amanda has to buy tires for her car. That's $2 grand.
Multiple cars. They all need tires. Oh, we drive so much.
Hey,
We can afford gas and tires.
I gotta pay like $8 grand for the piping for the generator, so they can put the generator
Whole
in.
house natural gas generator,
Yeah.
so
Oh.
no hurricane's a problem for me. Carmen, I saw him the other day. He was just throwing eggs off the balcony. He just bought a bunch of them and was just throwing them off
Yep.
there.
Yeah, you get no sympathy. For
Joe was
anyone.
down there below trying to cook them with a magnifying glass.
I was sitting there. I looked at Amanda. And I go, we may not be able to go anywhere for spring break. I think we're too poor right now.
Yeah.
Then all I heard Carmen, you're rich. Yeah, I'm at the bottom of the barrel, Carmen.
So you're going
Thinking
nowhere.
about getting OnlyFans. I don't know what we're doing. You're going away.
Yeah.
She's going away. What are you doing? Nothing. Maybe me and you will just do the show.
No, I'm not going away. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
have
gonna
any
be at the
plans.
Hard Rock.
Yeah, I'll hit
Yeah.
the Hard Rock. I have
That'd be
plans. I don't have any plans to do anything until June. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
visit my
Where?
family and stuff.
Huh.
My a friend of my brother's sold his company. Take a guess how much he sold his company for, Carmen. Just a wild guess.
$5 million.
$600
No.
million.
Oh!
$600 million. So
Is
this guy,
he single?
I don't know. I'll inquire or whatever. But he
Okay.
has a
Does
house
he
right.
like guys? Because I'll do it.
He has a house right on the water, and so me and my sister and nieces and my family and then my other brother, we're all staying there. Are you guys going to be able to fit? Yes, it sleeps 28 comfortably.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is just like his vacation home.
That's his vacation home.
Yeah.
And he told my brother, he goes, hey, if your family ever comes into town and they want to rent it, whatever, he goes, yeah, I won't charge them anything. Just have them pay the cleaning fee, and then that's it. And he was like, all right. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Now,
See,
how
yeah,
much
that's
is that cleaning fee though?
$4,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the house that big.
28
but-
rooms.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
worth it. It's probably
Yeah,
worth it though.
100%.
It's
If you
re-
need to,
it-
you need to fill up some rooms, Galvin.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, we're in.
Yeah, it's
You wouldn't even didn't even have to know you're there.
No.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It's wild.
Did he start this company
That's
from
awesome.
scratch?
Yeah.
Oh,
What
man.
kind of company?
Tech?
Tech?
Some
Dildos.
sort of tech
Okay.
thing.
Oh, it's got to be so nice.
Yeah, and I think I think it's something to do with cars online type thing. You know what I
Right.
mean? And then I think he's already started another company that's like successful. Yeah.
It's great. Good for him.
When you get 600 million, don't you just go, all right, that's
Yeah.
it?
Yep.
I did it.
But I guess some people are just like, all right, I keep on thinking of things.
Bob's Barricades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob's Barricades sold Bob's Barricades. This is what I've heard. I don't know if this is true because I believe he's right here in Tarpon Springs. Bob's Barricades are everywhere. Then Bob sold his barricade company, and then after a while got itching to get back in the game and came out with new barricades, and they're called ABC Barricades, another barricade company.
Oh.
And I like that.
Were they better than Bob's?
Well, it's Bob. It's Bob doing it again.
Yeah.
The
Bob was
OG.
like, I waited out my non-compete and I started a new business.
Jeez.
I don't know. That's a story that I heard. I don't know if it's true, but it was pretty interesting. If
Yeah.
it is, because you do see ABC Barricades and Bob's Barricades are the two big companies.
I really thought at this point in my life I'd be more successful.
You did?
Yeah.
How much more? Like, where did you expect to be?
Monetarily much further along than I am now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm almost done.
Yeah.
I see the end of the light.
I thought, man, by the time I'm 45,
Maybe not the light, the
I'll
road.
I'll be way further along.
Yeah.
Not so much.
I think we all think that, we all hope that,
Yeah.
you know? But then when you look back on it, you're like, oh, I was doing pretty good.
Yeah.
You know?
I thought I'd be doing much better.
But like what? You own a house. You're able
Yeah.
to support a family of 5.
It's a big family.
You're still together with your wife, one and only.
All the things he loves.
I just thought things would be different. That's all.
There is a statistic. I forget what it is exactly, but if you have a roof over your head and food in the refrigerator, you're doing better off than like 97% of the people in the world. You know what I mean?
I saw a thing yesterday that said in all 50 states, it is impossible. What did it say? It was impossible to afford a 2-bedroom apartment based on what the average salaries are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Based on the salary and the amount of rent, it's
yeah.
insane.
Yeah, and then you see those flow charts where they're like minimum wage, and it kind of just gradually goes up a little bit, and then it's like rent and mortgage, and it's like just skyrocketing.
Cost of living.
Yeah, cost of living. Yeah, overall,
it's insane.
If I had a pool, I feel like I'd feel more successful.
You don't have a pool?
I don't have a pool. Yeah.
That's
Why?
a problem.
Yeah.
Pools are expensive, and
A lot of hassle.
Yeah.
Mike, how much are you spending to get your pool fixed?
$2,000.
Yeah.
And how often do you use it?
Oh, well, we use it a lot when it's during the summer.
Do you?
Yeah, we do.
Do you?
Yeah. Yes, we do.
I don't believe you.
ask again, but in a different time.
Yeah.
I would say during the summer, when you could just walk in the pool, temperature-wise, somebody's in there 3 days a week. For sure.
That's pretty
Mostly
good.
on the weekends, yeah. Like, I love to go in the pool. Amanda's the only one who doesn't go in.
Okay.
Yeah, she hates it.
Yeah, because I mean, we had a pool growing up in Michigan. It was above ground, but like literally every day we were in that pool.
Yeah, when you're a kid, for sure.
But I mean, like up until like basically when we sold the house when I was in high school.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like even when we got to middle school, even if we weren't getting in the pool because of our hair, we were on the deck sunning, tanning and stuff. You know what I mean? Like we used it every single day.
I look at you like a different person now that I know you have no pool.
See? I'm not surprised by that at all.
I don't know if we can hang out.
You aren't doing that well.
Yeah. I'm less of a person because of that.
Wow. Wait till Bobby hears this.
Yeah.
Bobby,
Does Bobby have a pool?
No, Bobby couldn't believe Galvin didn't have a pool.
Yeah, which is hilarious because he has this stupid above ground pool that costs like $200 or whatever it is. And also, I looked at houses that had pools, but I actually got a house without a pool, so it had more room for my dog.
Yard.
Yeah.
You got yard. You got,
He-
you got
right.
better.
It's just different to him. If he was to come down here from New York, he'd want a pool. So the idea that somebody didn't want a pool blows his mind.
It's not that I didn't want a pool. It was just,
Well, yard over pool.
yeah,
You know what I
and
mean?
that house specifically. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, that's a nice house. And
I don't think I could afford a pool.
And it's more expensive to put a pool in than to buy a house with a pool.
Tell me about
Yeah.
it.
Is what they say. They said that it's not worth buying a house and putting in a pool. Get a
Carmen,
house.
the headaches that came with putting in a pool. I had to blast the company who was doing my pool for 6 months on the radio in order to get it done. They took forever, and they did it wrong, and there were problems with it. And then at the end, they didn't file the paperwork right with the county, so I had an open construction site in my house for like 6 months. That if anybody would have just fallen in my pool and claimed that they got hurt, I'm the one responsible. It was just awful.
Now they have the pools that they just drop in, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where they
Yeah, I've
just
seen that.
they just drop it in. It's like our prefabbed, ready
So
to
we
go.
looked into that.
Yeah.
And they say the problem there, and I don't know that it's necessarily a problem, but they say the problem there is that those things cause cracks into the land below it because of the way, because they don't cement it out or whatever. They put the pool stuff in there, and then it causes underground cracks in there. It was just one of the things, because it seemed like that was way cheaper and way easier to do. Just drop a prefab pool right in there. But everybody was very much against that. Who knows? I have no idea. They look kind of cool.
I'd feel more accomplished if I had a pool.
I feel like we'd do more stuff together if you had a pool.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, he's not on my level.
No,
That's
no.
fine, yeah. Sorry.
But it's like someone with a boat. Like if you have a friend with a pool, why do you need one? Go use their pool.
It's not the
If you have a
same.
friend with a boat,
Yeah.
you don't want your own boat.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's a status symbol.
Pool? Yeah. Like when you open the back door and there's nothing there, it's concrete. You're
Right.
"What's
You're like,
going
oh,
on?
this
What are we
loser.
doing here?"
This guy
Oh.
doesn't even have a pool.
All right, let's get the show moving this morning. We got the open letter rewind coming up. Then we'll play some Sporcle. Then Galvin will have news. We'll talk to Cody Tucker. It's the Mike Calta Show. Sporkle's next on 102.5 The Bone. I need more nicknames.
Geo, you just have Geo.
Yeah.
No, he's got Burger
He's
Guy.
got scumbag
Oh,
too.
that's
All right.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Awesome. This is fun.
All right, what do you got? You got a little tune. What else?
Okay, Leonard Skinner.
Okay, what are their nicknames?
No, John Fogerty.
Mm-hmm.
Reggae Rise Up. Foreigner. And that's it.
All right, let's do it right now. A little bit of Sporcle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle. Pat Bab is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
Okay, today we're going to be playing 7-letter vocabulary. Can you name the correct words that have 7 letters in them?
Can I just tell you, Jeopardy is Tournament of Champions this week.
Yeah.
At the Invitational, it's so hard, so hard. Like if I'm watching it now, I go, I could never be on this.
Smartest of the smartest.
Smartest, best of the best.
Best of the best.
All right, let's do
All
this.
right, 7-letter vocabulary. Your first one. An area of sand for children to play in.
Sandbox.
Yes, Mike.
Judge.
That was Michael.
Yeah, what are you hearing?
He's not even paying attention.
You think it was Galvin?
He
No.
was checking the text.
I
You're
thought
doing
it,
fine, Joe.
I thought it was me, but
No.
All right. Your next one. Remarks that mean the opposite of what they seem
Sarcasm.
to say. Galvin.
Surprised that I got that.
Nope.
I heard Mike.
Perfect. An indication of a disease or other disorder.
Diagnosis. That's not it.
An indication of a disease or other disorder. Mike Calta. To declare something that can be taken as evidence under oath in a court of law.
Exhibit.
Take something. Say it again.
To declare something that can be taken as
Evidence.
evidence
Oh, no.
under oath in a court of law.
I don't know.
Testify. Undetermined or undiscovered.
Unknown.
Mike. A naturally occurring opening in the surface of the earth through which molten gaseous
Volcano.
Geo. A characteristic of somebody or something.
Quality.
Geo. A structure built especially in ancient Egypt.
Pyramid.
Geo.
Running away.
An attitude or point of view.
Opinion.
An attitude or point of view. Outlook. To watch somebody or something attentively, especially for scientific
Examine.
purposes. To watch somebody or something attentively, especially for scientific
Observe.
purposes. Mike. Having or feeling of dread or apprehension.
Anxiety.
What is it again?
Having or having a feeling of dread or apprehension. Nervous. And Pap, we're halfway there.
Galvin has a single point on the board. Geo with 3 points, and Michael is your leader by 1. He's winning with 4.
Mother. Sandbox.
All right, 7-letter vocabulary. Your next one. A large mounded mass of frozen water that
Glacier.
has broken.
Iceberg.
Iceberg.
Damn it. I think a glacier.
To have something as a constituent element.
Huh?
To have something as a constituent element.
Donation.
I don't know.
Include. Items worn as ornaments.
Jewelry.
Galvin. A form of entertainment in which amateur singers sing popular
Karaoke.
songs. Geo. An event that appears to be contrary to the laws of nature.
Miracle.
Galvin. A store specializing in food supplies and household
Supermarket.
items.
Grocery.
Mike. To burst like a bomb or shatter into many pieces.
Explode.
Mike. To put or drop something somewhere. To put or drop something somewhere.
Misplace.
Deposit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ew.
You can use a different hint.
I didn't make these.
Yeah.
To give a polite refusal to an
Deny.
invitation.
Decline.
Mike Calta and Pap, we are on the last three.
Galvin has 3 points on the board. Gio with 4, and Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 8.
Oh.
All right, 7-letter vocabulary, last 3. Here we go. Somebody who produces or initiates something.
Director.
Starter.
Somebody who produces or initiates something.
I don't know.
Creator. Possessing the qualities needed to do a particular thing. 7 letters. Possessing the qualities needed to do a particular thing.
Qualified.
Capable.
Can I tell you something super annoying that Joe does?
Yes, please.
He will shake his head or he'll point whenever somebody says, like, yes, that's it, and then it's wrong.
Yeah.
And he's an idiot. I see it out of the side of my thing, and you're throwing me off.
It's distracting.
Yeah.
I agree.
Just judge.
I just don't look at you.
Just judge. Don't worry about trying
You're
to
welcome.
answer it
Yeah.
and doing all that stuff. Don't pull your head over.
But
your eyes.
I feel like he only points at Mike though.
Oh,
Well,
my God.
I didn't even
Mike
notice.
got it,
I
and
didn't
it's
even-
wrong.
Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome, Michael.
All right, last one. 7-letter word. A state in which a body or object remains reasonably steady. A state in which a body or object remains reasonably steady.
Sleeping.
Balance.
Oh.
Balance.
Your final score, Galvin with 3 points on the board, Gio with 4, and Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 8.
Thank you. And thanks for the point, Joe. I appreciate
You're welcome,
it.
Michael.
The point, not the extra point.
You got it.
All right.
Point and the point.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I still have the rule.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys will congratulate me on the victory as cartoon dogs.
You did a good job, Mike.
Thank you, Scooby.
Cartoon dog.
It's pretty open.
I can't think of a cartoon dog.
I mean, make one up.
Well,
Make one up.
Yeah.
Brian, Family Guy.
Oh yeah. Michael, you did a great job.
That's not a cartoon dog.
That's a cartoon dog.
Brian.
That's a
Family
cartoon
Guy.
dog.
That's terrible.
That's how he talks.
You're welcome.
Michael, you did a great job.
No, I don't like that.
Yeah. Thank you,
Let me
Carmen.
pick a.
Don't you think so, Stewie?
Oh my God.
Peter Lewis. Let me pick a winner. Good morning. Who is this?
Hey, it's Brandon.
How you doing, Brendan? I'm going to put you on hold. Carmen will grab you during the break, and we'll hook you up with a prize. Okay, buddy?
All right, thank you.
All right. Thank you. Line 1, Carmen.
Got it.
There you go. We'll have more opportunities to win later on in the show. First, we have news. Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, just Chilean behind bars.
Oh no.
Maybe he's not so bad, and that's how he died.
Oh, all right. Galvin has your news. We'll do that next. We'll talk to Cody Tucker in the 8 o'clock hour. It's the Mike Calta Show. News is next on 102.5 The Bone. I don't know why I even brought it up on the air. Let's just move on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's top story, tensions between the Trump administration and the Ukrainian government have been escalating behind the scenes for the past week before they fully erupted in public view on Wednesday. Privately, Ukrainian officials were alarmed after President Zelensky was told his meetings with top Trump administration officials could be canceled if he didn't swiftly agree to certain demands. They were concerned when Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth told them in a closed-door meeting that the United States may withdraw a significant number of its troops from Europe. From President Donald Trump's perspective, Zelensky was showing resistance to what Trump views as reasonable asks of a country the United States has set up to receive more than $75 billion. Billion with a B in military aid. He found Zelensky in no rush to make some compromises that the U.S. and European officials have long conceded in private would be required in a peace deal.
Listen, I don't know how anybody is not happy with Trump to look into these sort of things. Like, my wife gets very annoyed when he starts cutting things and all that. But when I hear things that we've given $75 billion, and he's looking into it and saying, well, what's the benefit to us and what are we doing here? That makes me happy. I don't care who was doing it. I don't care if Biden was doing it, if Trump was doing it. It's nice to just hear somebody stop for a second and say, well, what does this mean for us? Like, whoa, what are we doing this for? That just makes me happy. I don't know what, and I get it. I don't really quite understand the Ukraine thing. They're there. Russia wanted it, used to be theirs, and they wanted it back. They bullied their way in, and then we kind of got involved, but didn't get involved. The next thing you know, we're funneling all this money, and where's the money coming from, and why aren't we using that money to help people here? That's what everybody always says. So it's good to see somebody actually looking into it.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to play out, but.
Well, this is pretty interesting. Speaking of money and stuff and where it goes and cutting budgets and doing different stuff, Elon Musk showed interest in an idea that would guarantee a $5,000 payment or Doge dividend to every American to show off the $55 billion in taxpayer funds saved. The Department of Government Efficiency revealed Tuesday that President Donald Trump has saved taxpayers a staggering $55 billion in less than a month. Doge claims that the savings were found through a combination of detecting and deleting fraud, canceling contracts and leases, and selling assets. Investment firm CEO Jim Fishback had an idea of how to make Americans aware of how much of their money was being saved. President Donald Trump and Elon Musk should announce a Doge dividend, a tax refund check sent to every taxpayer funded exclusively with a portion of the total savings delivered by Doge, he wrote. Musk replied, curious, but said that he will check with the president. Fishback added that American taxpayers deserve a Doge dividend. 20% of the Doge saves should be sent back to hardworking Americans as a tax refund check.
And how would that even? I can't even imagine how that would happen. So
what do you mean?
It would be added to your tax refund?
No, it would be a check that they send to you.
Stimulus check.
Yeah, stimulus check. Just like they did before.
Random $5,000 check.
$5,000 per person.
Per person.
I can't even see in a million years that ever happening. Do you remember? I don't know if you. Well, you may, because you were in you came here from Pittsburgh. I don't know, what year did you move here?
Never in Pittsburgh.
I thought you were born there.
No.
You never lived in Pittsburgh?
No.
No.
Are you serious? Did you just meet me?
Where did you come from?
Where did I come from?
Outside Chicago.
Oh, yeah. No, Illinois. Sorry, Illinois. I got confused with the fact that you're a Steelers fan.
Why are you a Steelers fan?
Both my parents and all my family's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's why I got confused.
Okay.
Sorry, when did you move here from Illinois?
From Illinois,
How
I
old were
moved to up in Destin in 91.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did
so I was
you
1920.
have to pay to change your license plate to a Florida license? It was like a $600 charge.
It was expensive, yeah.
But then they gave it back. Then if you had paid it, then they proved that was illegal for them to do that, and they refunded everybody like between like $600 and $800. That was the only time I ever saw everybody get massive amounts of
No,
checks.
remember we got a stimulus check.
I didn't get a stimulus
Well,
check.
in a certain amount of money, whatever, you got a stimulus check.
You got a stimulus check?
Yeah, back then, yeah. I don't know what the cutoff was.
I did not get a stimulus check.
It may have been one of those situations. If you make between this and this, you got it, whatever. But
That's
See,
how you know
Carmen?
you're rich.
See, Carmen?
Yeah,
I'm
you're
getting
too.
beat at every angle.
No, you're too rich to get money from the government. That's all that proves.
Shut up, Gio. You don't have a pool.
I know.
Wait. Oh, well, that's,
Proving my point.
yeah. Gio, did you get a
So will
stimulus check?
will I not get this stimulus check?
no, that says everyone.
This is everybody. Yeah.
Okay. Can I have yours, Carmen?
No,
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not rich. Can I have yours?
No, I'm not rich. In
I'm-
your eyes, I am, but I'm not.
No. In the government's eyes, they said you are financially well off enough that you did not need help or aid by
I
them
don't
during
need
a
stimuli.
pandemic.
I did not need stimuli. That is
Right.
correct.
Boom, rich.
No, not rich.
Yeah.
Just not needing of extra help. Sufficient.
Rich.
Sufficient.
Rich.
Let's see. So, yeah, in 2008, stimulus checks, tax rebate were paid to eligible U.S. taxpayers in 2008.
And you got one?
Yeah, 2008, I wasn't making much at all.
Was that W?
Oh,
yeah,
in 2008, I wasn't making much.
Yeah, I think I got one. I think it was like only like $300 though, which it was more at the time.
Well, this is
I was only
$5,000.
I was only
Yeah.
17
Oh, Carmen.
in 2008.
But if it's all taxpayers, it'd be you, your
My
wife,
son.
your son, anybody
Yeah.
that pays taxes.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right. I'm in, Elon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're looking into that. You know, that's something that's a possibility. Whether it's going to happen or not is a different thing, whatever. But what they want to do is they go, listen, we already found $55 billion in a month. We're going to find way more.
Right.
So everybody gets all taxpayers
taste.
get $5,000. Yeah. Shows, they said that'd be like 20%.
Can you imagine? So I remember when I was not making a lot of money when I was working in radio, I was an intern for the Power Pig, and every once in a while I would get like cash from something. Like there's a gig and they'd give me $50 cash, or I'd have to, somebody would just walk by and hand me an envelope, and that envelope had like $200 in it, and it was just random and never had a payday. It never counted on that money. It's just sometimes I got money for something, and it was pretty cool because I was an intern. I was an unpaid intern, getting the skills and the knowledge to work at the radio station. And then they had bonuses at the end of the year. And we used to have an all-staff meeting. And BJ Harris, who was the program director, said, I'm going to give everybody an envelope. Please do not share what you got with the other people, because for some of you, this is life-changing money. That's how good of a year that they had. And I opened my envelope. I went in the corner and I opened my envelope, and it was $2,500. And I was like, he was talking to me. That's life-changing money, $2,500. I found out other people got like 60 grand and 70 grand, you know what I mean? But open them, never got more than like $50, $100, every once in a while, open up a check for $2,500. I never saw that kind of money in my life. And actually, it wasn't even a check, it was cash.
Yeah.
And I had $2,500. And at the time, I'm probably like 22, and I have broken parts on my car, and I have all these things that I can't afford to fix. And somebody just gave me $2,500. It was like getting $1 million. So can you imagine what it would be like right now for people to get a $5,000 check that they're not expecting, not counting on, not using it to pay bills? Maybe they could take a family on a vacation. Maybe they can go stock up on groceries. Maybe they could, put a down payment on a pool, Gio.
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm just saying there's plenty of opportunities there to make people's life change with the simple $5,000. Most families $10,000, maybe even $15,000. I gotta tell you, this would be nice.
So back in 2008, it was a minimum of $300 up to $600, and then $1,200 for people that were joint filing and doing that stuff, and then also another $300 for dependents and stuff. But they said the eligibility for the stimulus check that they had, whatever, will be reduced by 5% of the amount of income in excess of $75,000. So if you made over $75,000 for individuals, and $150,000 for those that are married filing jointly and stuff. So yeah, that was the thing, was if you made over that, then they would decrease the amount, whatever, to a certain point.
I feel like I remember it was like $370 or something that was getting.
Yeah, so
Back then.
it depended on how much you made.
I was broke.
Where you were and stuff, and then of course what your tax filings were, how it went with whether you were married at the time, and you guys filed together, and all that kind of stuff. I just remember getting a little bit because I got that, and I was buying a house right at that time.
See, I was working, and Amanda was working.
Yeah,
Amanda was working in 2008. Well, I don't know. Joey was born, so maybe not, but I don't remember. If it was. It didn't stimulate me enough.
Yeah,
for me to remember.
It may have been $300 or
Yeah.
something. You're like, yeah, I don't remember getting that or whatever. But
Interesting.
that was the situation.
I'll take 5,000.
Yeah, I'll take your $5,000.
Yeah,
Elon.
thank you, Elon.
President Elon.
President Elon.
Speaking of
Vice
money,
President Elon, dude.
speaking of money, if you're struggling to pay the bills while you're living here in the Tampa Bay area, a new study found you're not alone. According to the study from Wallet Hub, Tampa is among the top 10 cities with the most people in financial distress.
Really?
Yeah, Tampa claimed the 8th spot on the list with the total score of 63.68. 3 other Florida cities also made the top 10, including Jacksonville in 3rd place, Orlando in 6th, and Miami in 9th.
Can I tell you why I think that is?
Why?
I feel like Tampa, and I used to live in Miami, and Miami was like this as well, but Miami has a lot of rich people too. Tampa is people who buy nice cars before they buy nice houses. Like people who spend money on dumb stuff.
Well, Wallet Hub defines financial distress as having a credit card, a credit account in forbearance or with deferred payments, meaning the account holder has been granted temporary relief from making payments due to financial hardship.
Yeah, but also you got to take into consideration we had 3 hurricanes come through here, and a lot of people went into forbearance because of that.
Yeah,
as a tool to help them get through their time. So that doesn't necessarily mean a sign of distress. We had a natural disaster, 3 of them, and that kind of put people in a bad spot.
I have a buddy of mine who has to pay like $2,000 for his pool, and then he's got to get a gas line dug and stuff. It's ridiculous.
For his generator.
That's crazy.
I feel terrible.
Poor guy's getting squeezed at every angle.
The struggle is real.
Yeah,
that's wild.
It is.
Doesn't remember his stimulus check. A study says that longevity isn't just having good genes. It found that environmental and lifestyle factors play a far greater role than genetics in determining the likelihood of dying young.
Yeah, I would imagine so. I would imagine that people who come down with cancers and all that, like, Drew had nut cancer.
Yeah.
And I told you the other day, I felt something and I went, oh, God. And then I thought, what if I also had nut cancer? Then we have to start looking into the environment. Maybe it's some of that equipment in the
the
there.
waves.
The waves, Carmen.
Yeah,
Got us right in the old ding-ding.
Maybe something at the snack bar.
Yeah, possible.
Yeah.
Possible.
Could be. Yeah, but that's one of those things you may have something genetically, where something runs in your family. Obviously get checked for that. But yeah, it's not predetermined where this person dies of this, you're probably gonna die of that too. No, if you change your diet, if you're doing other stuff, if you're exercising, if you're living in a different area, there's a lot of factors.
You just have a higher risk,
Sure.
but you can change those risks and that number by how you live, by your habits, your health, how like working out and stuff. I just saw a study that said women who work out regularly throughout their life have an 88% less chance of developing dementia.
Oh,
So, because that is a big thing with women. Women are more likely to develop dementia, and yeah, just by working out, you decrease your chances of getting dementia.
Carmen, what is the number one killer of women?
Heart attack.
Yeah,
Heart disease.
Heart disease. Yeah, you don't think whenever you think heart attack, you don't think woman.
When's the last time you heard that?
It's not necessarily just heart attack.
Right.
Heart disease.
Breast
But
cancer.
What's that?
I thought breast cancer was the number
No,
one.
number one is
heart disease.
You don't hear though. Oh, Mabel died of a heart attack.
Right.
You don't really hear about it. You hear Bob died of a heart attack. But you don't hear Fanny went down with a heart attack.
Yeah.
But
where is this old timey town that you're talking
well,
about?
I mean, that's the age of people who are dying right now. Fanny and Mabel.
Well, and
Grace.
they're still trying to figure out like why, but there was one theory that it's stress. Women stress more than men.
Yeah.
Which causes
it's so tough.
Yeah.
Stress free.
Life.
Tough being a
Yeah.
lady, getting all your drinks paid for.
Having to figure out what to cook for
Yeah,
dinner every
it's-
night.
What am I gonna wear?
Oh.
It's tough being a lady. We literally walk around and have
That's it. All you do is walk around.
Yeah.
No, we walk.
You get to be born ugly and put makeup on. You
Yep.
look way
Yeah,
better.
Yep.
so stressful.
You know what? Every time I step outside, there's a chance I could be raped or kidnapped.
Me too.
Yeah.
No, I
No-
think you're
oh,
safe.
really?
They'd,
These
have to,
days
be,
you're
they'd
safe.
have to be pretty strong, but yeah.
A lot of dudes are getting raped on the trails.
Yeah.
That is not a thing. I hope you. That is not accurate at all.
The trail rapist?
You are
No.
giving away false information.
I saw it on TikTok.
No, that's not true at all. I'm
Be
just
careful, Galvin. Be careful.
Life is
That's why I
waste-
run with 2 knives in my hand.
Yeah.
whatever.
Carmen, I'm saying if that's one of your worries, you're fine.
Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah. From you because you can't run fast enough. Yeah, fatty. Got it.
I'll never catch you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll hit you with my car though.
Okay.
I
Good
will.
luck.
I will tell you, Carmen, that yes, that is obviously a very big concern for women, and it's such a small concern for me. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm not like bragging about that, but I just think about that a lot. Where I'm like, nobody's trying to kidnap me, nobody's trying to get me or hucklebuck me or do anything
Yeah.
like that. You know, not saying, oh, look how sexy he is. We can't get to wait to get him and stuff.
Oh, man,
I'm just
think
saying.
about the
But-
different. I wish I could run down girl rapey trail. That'd be fantastic.
What?
Yeah.
Just run down the trail and women try to attack you the whole way around. I'd do that in a second.
I told you that one time I was going and there was a lady coming towards me. I'm running this way, and there was a guy behind her, and he just looked so sketch that I turned around and started going back the same way. I was just like,
Yeah.
I can't
Who's sketch now?
go past this lady with this guy behind her. And then 3 miles down, go, hey, did you hear about the lady that just got murdered?
Yeah,
you know, and be
right.
like, I could have helped her.
Was she in like yoga pants and have like a nice ass?
Gio, I saw.
Easy.
Listen, Carmen, you're talking about you're worrying about stuff. You're talking about worrying about stuff, and I know that you should be able to, if you wanted to, you should be able to walk down the street naked, and nobody should be able to do anything. But also think about what you're wearing. I saw a girl. I thought I might have died because she was so hot. She was wearing like a tank top.
You thought you were in heaven?
Yeah. She was wearing a tank top and like boy shorts, and she was rollerblading.
Oh,
And she came
best.
towards me,
She
and
bit her lip
I
like-
heard like Dreamweaver
Yeah.
and the whole thing.
And
Whatever.
was she good?
And she was good, and she gave me one of these waves. I'm not going to make it sexy. Imagine I'm a girl that's like a 12
Okay.
on
Yeah,
a
yeah.
scale of 1 to 10, and she's going towards me, and I'm so confused that I'm staring at her like a dog looking at a ceiling fan.
Well, she's on wheels.
Yeah, she's on wheels, sexy, and she goes like this.
Oh, she
Gives
gives
me
me
Oh.
clap
the,
to her.
the little wave, the
Yeah.
little up high wave like
She
that.
had her nails done.
And I went,
Did she look like that girl from Once Upon
Yes.
a Time in Hollywood?
no.
Oh,
She looked like, you know who she looked like? She looked like Jennifer Connelly riding the horse in that one
Oh.
movie,
I'll
you know,
take that.
riding
I'll
the,
take
the
that.
And
mechanical
the
horse.
oh yeah.
She gave me the little
just a
wave.
little hand wave.
Yeah.
That's the best.
I'm pretty sure I made that noise. I went,
Carmen, are you watching Love Is Blind?
No.
Man, that
I-
show's dumb.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I have been out of like the reality shows and the dating shows for a while now.
My wife is it just started, so my wife is watching it, and I'm laying there with my
Yeah.
eyes closed, listening to it, and
I-
I can't believe how many women are like, I just can't believe that I'm falling in love with you. You talked to a guy through a wall for 2 days.
Yeah.
and
It's
you're in love?
wild. It's wild.
so ridiculous.
Yeah, I've watched a couple seasons of that, and it's pretty wild. It's really dumb. Yeah, it's
I-
crazy. The one is the best. The one that said she looks like Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Have
Oh,
you seen
yeah.
her or no?
That was the old season.
Yeah.
But no, this one, there's this guy, Dave, and this girl, and they're talking, and she's like, I'm really find myself thinking about you a lot. He goes, I find myself thinking about you too. I mean, we definitely made a connection. This is great, blah, blah, blah. And they're talking about when we get married, this, that, and the other thing. Then, like 5 minutes later, he's in there with a different girl, and he's like, "You've been on my mind the whole day." And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, you little dog,
Yeah.
you
Now,
little
is-
dog, you.
Now is Dave the one who has a thing for his sister?
Oh,
What?
Yeah.
So there's someone on the Love Is Blind right now, this new season that just came out.
Yeah.
And basically he's a tool bag, right? He's a plastic surgeon. So he's like, I'm around beautiful women all the time.
Right.
So you really have to step your game up. But then it's, well, my sister helped pick out my sheets, and my sister raised me because my mom wasn't around.
I did
and my
hear that
sis-
guy. Yeah, that's not Dave, but I did
Okay.
hear about that.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what his name is, but like everything, he's like the girl. Like they finally spend the night together or something, and the girl's like, "So after tonight, who's gonna be your first call?" He's like, "My sister."
that is Dave. It's Dave Bettenberg. Is the guy. It says Love Is Blind star Dave Bettenberg faced backlash for talking about his sister a lot in the pods.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got confused. Maybe it was a Dave and a David. I don't know. Maybe I'm just
Or you didn't see that part, but
Yeah.
like I said, but when you put the clips together, obviously it seems way more creepy. But it's also like,
I
dude,
mean, wouldn't you rather a guy talk about his sister than his mother like that? I'm gonna
it's the
call my
same.
mom and take my mom, and my mom's gonna get me. That would make me. My sister is like, if we're close in age and I'm close to my sister, I don't think that's so bad.
You know, it's
Eh.
worse though. Is they talk about their mom all the time and call her mommy. That's
Mommy.
yeah, mommy.
My
Yeah.
mommy.
So we were talking about the good genes and the environment and stuff and dying and everything. This is a different way to die. A teenager died. Oh, that's sad. How'd he die, you ask? After injecting himself with butterfly remains.
What?
Parts of a butterfly. He put it in a syringe and injected himself.
Why?
The cops think it was part of an unusual social media craze.
Good.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just natural selection.
Right? Isn't that? Yeah.
Oh, butterfly.
I'm surprised that
arms.
would kill you, though.
No, I mean, foreign
probably got
objects
a-
in your
or
bloodstream.
an air
yeah,
bubble in
air
there or
bubble,
something.
whatever. Yeah, you can't inject stuff into your blood.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife gave me my steroid shot. She has to give it to me. I can't do it myself.
Come on, guy.
Listen, hey, that's just how it goes.
Little baby needle.
Yeah.
When do you put yours? It's not a baby needle. It's
No.
not a baby. It's like
It
a goddamn.
is.
It's like a goddamn sword.
It's not.
It's like Excalibur. I've
sword.
seen it in my arm. It starts out this big and then it goes all the way in my arm.
It goes in your arm,
hold
not
on.
even.
You're
yeah,
doing it
what,
wrong.
what are you doing? Your testosterone?
Yeah.
And you're doing it in your arm?
Yes.
Where?
Right below 3 fingers below my shoulder. Where are you
Really?
putting it?
In my butt.
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's where you put shots. So with what they told me is you can either do it in your butt cheek or you can do it in your thigh.
Yeah, mine just said get it in a muscle.
I think you're doing it wrong.
Yeah,
I'm
that
not doing
doesn't
it at all.
sound-
I mean, I've seen people do, stuff.
My one
in their
doctor
arm, but-
said when you take a cream, if you're doing like a cream, whatever, put it as close to your nuts as possible.
Mm.
Don't put it on them. Put it in that area. And my other doctor was like, that's ridiculous. It doesn't even make sense. That's not how it works. And I went, oh, okay. I said, well, I'm taking the shots. And he said, measure 3 fingers below the dent on your shoulder. And that's where the muscle is in your arm right there. And put it right there. And twice my wife has stuck me in my fingers. And when I went like this with the 3 fingers, she hit it me in the bottom finger twice. I'm like, it's ridiculous.
So there's intermuscular, which is buttocks or thigh.
Right.
And then you're doing, I don't even know how to pronounce it, subcutaneous?
Yeah.
Subcutaneous?
Subcutaneous.
Abdomen or upper arm.
Upper arm.
Yeah.
Does
That's
it say
it.
how big the needle is?
You should do intermuscular.
Why?
Well, I mean, I don't know what you're using, but you use a different needle to draw it out.
Yes.
You use an 18.
One to draw it out and then
a
one to stick it in.
23. And the 23, I have it. I mean, it's an inch long, but it's very thin. You don't even feel it.
This is not an inch long, and it is.
Well, it can be longer. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. I mean, you can have 1.5 inches, whatever, 2 inch, whatever. But I usually get an inch, and then the 18 gauge or the 23 gauge is actually thinner than the 18 gauge,
Wow.
and it's.
When she puts it in and squirts it, I feel it in my neck. I can feel the going in the thing.
I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm not. What do you mean? I'm doing exactly what the doctor said.
Okay. Did they do it in the doctor's office for you?
No, he told me what to do.
Right, but they have you. They
should do
normally
it once.
They have you do it to make sure that you can do it. It's kind of like contact lenses. They make sure you
Right.
put your
But I'm not doing it. My wife is.
right,
doing
but
it,
then
so-
they also have a nurse can do it to show you how to do it, or you can go to the office and
Right.
have them do it.
Yeah, something doesn't sound right.
What doesn't sound right?
You said it's a giant Excalibur-sized sword you're shoving in your arm.
Maybe that's an exaggeration. maybe it's an exaggeration.
Okay.
Does
I'm
yours
just
have
saying.
any butterflies in it?
No, we are butterfly free in
All right.
mine. I think. I don't know unless my wife's trying to kill me.
This
Do you
is
know my wife did order butterflies before?
Yeah.
You knew that?
Yeah,
You
she
told us.
you told us.
She had the little butterfly
For the
thing.
flower
Butterfly
garden.
I'm surprised that you guys retain all the things I don't remember.
By the way, I knew if we talked about injecting yourself with testosterone that I would get this text.
Who?
Let's see. My brother Tim says that's fine.
Thank
Oh.
you, Tim.
Okay.
mean, that's the
He
guy who knows.
should.
Doctor.
He
He's
should
a doctor.
have
The
one.
guy who's been injecting himself for a long time.
It should be a 1 inch. Should be a
Okay.
1 inch.
Yeah, he's probably right.
Yeah.
So you have a 1-inch
And
needle that's
it's
the
not-
side
it's
of a sword.
definitely not 1 inch long.
Yeah. Well, you may have a 1.5 inch or 2 inch, whatever, but you should just get the 1 inch.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
whatever. What you're making with your fingers is bigger than 1 inch, and that's about right. Yeah, that's about right. That's bigger than an inch.
That's exactly an inch.
That's no way that's an inch.
That's exactly.
No,
an
That
there's
looks
no
like
way.
an- it looks like an
That's
inch.
bigger
inch.
than an inch.
Exactly an inch.
Then my penis is way bigger than I thought all these years.
All right.
You don't even know how to inject yourself. Listen to this. This is a crazy story.
Right.
You want to talk to a doctor about something, talk to him about this. A 38-year-old woman named Christina Murray is suing a fertility clinic in Georgia after they implanted the wrong embryo.
Oh.
Like what? She wanted a boy and got a girl? Or
Somebody else's.
Yeah.
Oh.
A little more than that.
Oh, so like if I froze mine and she gave him Bob's instead.
And she gave birth to somebody else's baby.
Oh.
She used a donor to get pregnant in 2023 and gave birth that December. But she immediately knew something was wrong
When the baby was black.
when the baby was black.
Oh!
Surprise.
She is white and the kid is black. She selected a donor with blonde hair and blue eyes. We know what she's like. So she knew he wasn't black either, obviously.
Right.
Unless it's Phoenix from whatchamacallit, the movie with the three shells. Demolition Man.
Oh, Phoenix. Simon Phoenix.
He had not used 3 seashells.
Yeah.
But she took the baby home and cared for it anyway. She bought an at-home DNA test and got the results a month later. The test confirmed she and the boy were not related. So she told the clinic, and they figured out the embryo belonged to another couple who were clients.
Oh, crazy.
So that couple had to sue Christina for custody, and she gave the kid up voluntarily. He was about 5 months old, but she was already caring for this.
Yeah.
Caring for the baby. She bonded with the kid, breastfed him, and took him to all his doctor appointments, but she hasn't seen him since.
Holy
so
God.
had him for 5
But
months.
wait a minute, did they end up having a baby too? The other couple?
It doesn't. I don't know whether
Because
they.
then you could just do a baby swap.
But that's still
No,
not.
because it's still not
but-
her baby.
I know. Oh, what?
Like this is their genetic.
their embryo.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is their
They
baby.
put their embryo in her, and then she gave birth. And she goes, "Wait a second, my donor had blonde hair and blue eyes, and I'm white, and this baby's black."
Yeah.
So it's none of her like DNA or chromosomes.
No,
Okay, got
that's
it.
why
So she just
whenever
carries.
like
She
a
incubated.
sister will carry or do something like that,
surrogate?
whatever, it's not
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's still your baby. It's all your stuff.
Right.
Because
right.
it's the sperm and the embryo and all that. It's not clear how much she's suing for, but she is suing. The lawsuit says it's in excess of $75,000, but a jury could decide she deserves a lot more. The fertility place put out a statement saying they immediately did an in-depth review and put additional safeguards in place
looked
to
at
make
the
sure
picture.
that
Yeah.
it would never happen again.
Oh, man.
How wild is
Now
that?
Now I want to know whose fault was it? Was it like a hungover employee, a scorn employee, someone who was about to quit or get fired?
Yeah,
like,
let's see how she likes the black baby.
No.
or just I'm about to get fired, so I'm about to give them a major lawsuit. Swap, switching labels. Or,
Maybe for all we know, this Christina woman was a real bitch face, and they were like, "Oh, really? Different baby for you,
right.
How you
Yeah.
like
You don't
that?"
get a baby.
Yeah.
I think it's a scorn employee that tried to mix things up.
How about? Do you remember the story? Because even Law and Order SVU did a thing about it because it's ripped from the headlines about the fertility clinic where the doctor was just
Oh yeah.
putting his stuff in everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and he
yeah.
had like 80 kids or something, whatever. He was like, mine should be good.
It really bugs me, like, to think about that. I don't think it's bad, but I don't know that I could do that as an adult man if I could donate my sperm to somebody and know that that's my kid, or
Yeah.
know that I have a kid out there somewhere.
Oh yeah, no way.
Even if they wanted to sign, like David Crosby did that for Melissa Etheridge,
Right.
But that's still David Crosby's, that's he's friends with her, so now he's like, that's my son.
In my
You know?
mind, I'm like, my kid's out there.
And you're being a bad father.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I would feel about that. I don't know.
I couldn't just forget that was out there.
Right.
Yeah.
A man led police on a high-speed chase in Indiana, but he eventually gave up and told the officers they were, quote, really good. He said that he has a 6-3 record at getting away from police.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad.
50-50. 6-3. Well, I guess 6. He got away 6 times, got caught 3 times. So
Is there something exciting about just the doorbell ringing and you open the door and they're like, I did a 23andMe and I think you're my dad.
you're dying for that to happen.
I
Exciting?
don't,
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
like
that
don't you
sounds
think
awful.
that's exciting?
No.
Like,
No.
why
Yeah.
not?
Because I've got a kid now that I don't know, and
Right,
it
and you
costs
missed
money.
out. How much time did you miss out?
Oh,
Does
I'm
the
not
kid-
saying I hope for it, but there's just something
You
exciting
kinda-
about it.
I think
no,
you hope
I
for
don't.
it, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
the last thing I needed for that kid to be less than 21.
Mm.
That would be a problem. No, seriously though, if a 25-year-old kid came knocking on my door and was like, "I think you met my mom in Ybor City when you were a bouncer," and
Prove it. No,
Yeah.
slam the door in his face.
I would be like, "Oh man,"
Yeah, but-
I'd be like Elf when he found out he had a kid.
You assume that they're going to be happy about it.
Well,
It could be, hey, you
Yeah.
scumbag.
I
You-
didn't know.
Yeah.
But I didn't know.
Doesn't matter. You should have.
How would I know? If the mother kept it
I don't
from
know,
me,
scumbag.
Yeah, but if
Why'd
the-
you bang
if-
my mom?
Yeah.
If the mom told him the entire time that you just up and left, whatever, he's gonna believe that.
Yeah, you
And then you tell him,
assume-
"Oh, I didn't know," and he goes, "No, my mom already told me everything. You used to punch her." And
I
then he
would
left.
think that if he showed up here and he said, "I think I'm your son," I'd say, "I can't see how that'd be possible, but let's talk about it." And then we'd go through it. And if it turned out I was, the first thing I would do is be somewhat apologetic, but I didn't know. I had no idea.
Or I'm here to beat your ass because you beat my mom, and that's why
Yeah.
you left
I've
us.
never beaten your
But
mom.
I'm
I can
saying-
assure you of that.
Maybe that's what she said.
Well, I would have to let him know that your mom may have some mental issues. Because
oh, now you're calling my mom mental.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
Yeah.
she didn't tell
You
me I had a kid
abandoned
all these
us?
years.
Get ready for this ass whooping.
Stab, stab,
I've
stab.
lived in the same spot since 1989. I've abandoned no one. I've never moved. I
Ding
didn't do
dong,
anything.
23 and stab.
Oh,
You
man.
You ever gone to Ireland? What happens if it's over there?
Yeah.
A girl did fall in love with me in Ireland. Do you remember that? We walked into when we went to a nightclub. We sat down and a girl came over and sat like right next to me and she started rubbing my arm.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You were like, "Do you know her?" I'm like, "How would I
Yeah.
know anybody in Ireland?
Yeah.
I have no idea."
If a little foreign baby came over from Ireland, or that'd be great. That'd be different.
I don't know how great that would be. That's some
Because then I feel like I'm saving them from their country to come to
That's
the
true.
United States.
Yeah.
You
Mike,
know?
if you do have a baby in Ireland, can you find out if he can get me tickets for the Steelers game?
Yeah. I'll be there
Oh
for
yeah,
it.
I heard about that.
Yeah, see what's
Do you
going
remember also people come up to me? When we went to Destin, we went to your brother's club
Mm-hmm.
and we were at the bar and some woman just came up to me and started talking to me and your brother was like, "Do you know her?" I'm like, "How would I know her? I don't even know who she.
Yeah.
She just. I have that face that people think they could just talk to."
Today is National Love Your Pet Day.
Oh yes.
Love my pet.
Yeah, in a recent poll, 20% of dog owners think their dog knows them better than their friends and family. 17% of cat owners say the same thing about their cat.
No.
No.
Yeah, I hate the cat.
Dogs, yes. Cats, no.
My dog. I came in. I had the fence, the dog fence,
Mm-hmm.
got hit by lightning, and I had it replaced. The guy was done, and he goes, "All right, you're all set." And I go, "That's it?" And he goes, "Yeah, oh, it's working." And I went, "Oh, okay, good. It's not working." I had to go chase Hazel
no.
last night. Yeah,
Oh,
it
no.
does not work at all.
Mm.
Joe, you were supposed to test it out.
How?
Put the collar on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, all right. I'll put the collar on.
Get it together.
No problem.
Yeah.
I would do that for you, Michael.
The thing is, Joe, you don't even have to go get zapped because as you get close, it starts making a little noise.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'll put it on my ankle like a
Thank
ankle
you.
monitor.
Yeah. I would see if you could see how fast you have to run through it.
Okay.
That'd be pretty
Yeah.
cool. Anyway, that isn't working. Why was I telling you about that?
Because it's National Pet.
National Love Your Pet Day.
I do love my pet. I was very sad for 5 seconds, and I went, "Well, she's out for the night."
No.
Oh, no way.
You're a
Come
bad
on.
pet owner.
No, I got very angry.
How many
about that.
nicknames do you have for your dogs?
A lot.
Yeah.
Hazel is Hazelito.
Purple Haze.
Purple Haze. Cycle Face.
Isaac
Lesbians.
Hayes.
Isaac Hayes. Yeah.
There was a time I thought my dog had gotten out. He ended up hiding. He was hiding under the bed, wouldn't come out. And just the feeling that my dog was lost somewhere outside of my house was horrible.
You're not mad at the dog?
No.
The
He's
fact that
but
my
he-
dog ran away and ran down the block, I go, "Oh, good for you now. You're on your own."
He
But
was
he's
li-
a tiny dog,
Yeah,
right?
he was hiding from my son because he didn't want to go into the kennel. But that's what. But for a while, we legit thought that he was lost, and I was freaking out.
So I have to check my gates on either side of the house to make sure that they're closed whenever the lawn guys come and
Right.
stuff, because my dogs go out back and I just let them go out back. And the other day I go out there with Gypsy and I went around the corner and the gate was wide open. So now it's, does she see it? Will she blast past me?
Oh.
Whatever this, that. So I go walking down there and she comes booking around and I go, "Gypsy, sit." And she went,
Oh,
just
really?
sat. She's trained.
Man,
She's
nice.
trained really well. Yeah. I took her for training and everything. She does really well with that, whatever. But she just sat there and I went over and shut her.
How
I go,
long was she
"Good
gone
job."
for the training?
She did 2 different sessions for like 3 weeks each, which is rough, you know,
Yeah.
because I had just got her. But you want to make sure you have your dog trained. And I do a bunch of stuff at home, too. They gave me a bunch of homework to do.
Interesting.
She's good. She's very good, though.
That's great.
Yeah.
Gypsy.
By the way, speaking of
Can
dogs.
I just tell you the best name is Carlos? Every time you say it, it makes me laugh.
Cowboy and Carlos.
Carlos. It was just you
Carlos.
like named your dog Carlos is so funny.
Yeah, because that was not his name when we got him. We renamed him.
Yeah.
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 Sometimes they just look like a Carlos.
Yeah. It just we didn't want him to be left out with the C names.
Right.
Chad, Carmen, Cowboy.
Yeah.
He had an R name. And we were just like, we don't want him to feel not part of the family.
Right.
A buddy of mine, he just names all his dogs just regular names.
Yeah.
Like,
Steve.
His dog's name was Steve. He had a dog named Frank, and he had a dog named Carl.
That's funny.
We have Mabel and Hazel, and we almost got a black golden doodle.
Yeah.
And named her Aretha. That would have been great.
But like those are kind of dog names, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, Steve, Frank, and Carl was his 3 dogs.
Yeah.
Frank.
Steve the dog. You can now get K9's United license plates in Florida. $25 from each plate purchase goes directly to K9's United to fund the training for officers and provide essential equipment that K9s and K9 units need to stay safe in the field and protect the community they serve. So
Great.
you can get it's got 2 little police dogs on there. So
I'd get that.
I'm probably gonna get one. I think so. Carmen,
Yes.
we need your insight.
Okay.
Have you heard what happened?
No.
Justin Bieber
Oh,
has unfollowed Diddy on Instagram. Also, Drake, The Weeknd, Selena Gomez's fiance, Benny Blanco.
Yep.
Unfollowed.
Justin Bieber unfollowed
Just-
them.
Justin Bieber unfollowed all them.
Wow.
Well, I'm surprised because Justin Bieber and Benny Blanco, they had worked together and they had produced and did some songs together. So everyone was saying like this was a huge like stab in the back from Benny to Justin. So
to go
real-
out with Selena.
to go out with Selena, but then then everyone's like, well, Justin has been married for years,
Right, yeah.
and
She's
Selena
smoking
has
hot.
and Selena's dated, other people, so like they are moved on.
Yeah,
basically.
you can't like call dibs on somebody for the rest of their life, you know?
Right, like just because you dated when you guys were kids. And that was
Right.
the other thing. Like they were serious, but again, everyone has to remember they were teenagers.
Sure.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they weren't engaged or anything like that. But the Diddy, the Drake, and all that stuff, I'm surprised it's taken this long, to be honest.
Do you think Justin Bieber pays that much attention to who he follows and who doesn't? Is then one day he's like, you know what? I'm not going to follow them anymore.
I would imagine.
This
I
go-
mean, if you do these people and it seems like it's all been done recently, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's-
but maybe one day he's like, I got to unfollow Diddy. And he goes, well, I'm here. I should unfollow Selena and Blanco,
Well,
too.
He's
So look
not
at this.
running his Instagram. It's probably as a team of people.
Oh, he's doing it.
No way.
He's doing some of it. But look at this. How many people do you follow? Do you know around about, Mike?
Oh,
I got
tell
a
you in
lot.
a second. On Instagram?
Yeah. So you follow almost 3,000 people.
Yeah, 3,002.
Justin Bieber follows 787.
Yeah.
There's quite a difference. So the people he follows is very like when you're, doing TMZ and gossip and you're into the celebrity world, like there is a
There's a
big
connection. Yeah.
There's a connection to who they follow by who they work with, who they're dating. That's how a lot of people find out when celebrities break up.
Right.
They unfollow each other. So they won't announce it, but they'll just, so people are going through this all the time.
Also, you got a Bieber follow. That's a validation. To a
exactly.
degree.
Right.
There's,
So-
there's a reason he's following you, not just because, you're the food critic that's
Right.
really hot with the big boobs.
Justin Bieber has over 294 million followers. He follows 787 people. You know what I mean? Like that's
Keeping it tight.
He tagged Eric Griffin one time. Eric Griffin told us, he goes, I took a picture of Justin Bieber after a show. And I said, at least tag me in the picture. And he goes, okay, but be ready for your social media to change. And he said it changed everything. He said he got 100,000 followers just from Justin Bieber
tag.
tagging him.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's, you know what I mean? Like, so the follow list for celebrities, especially young celebrities that do a lot on their own account, that's a huge deal.
Mm.
And also, you follow way too many people.
Yeah, right?
3,000?
That's a show. The show follows a lot of people. The one you're looking
Yeah,
at.
you're the one. Yeah, you run that.
Yeah,
So
but
you're
most
the
of
one
that is just
following.
hot girls. It's mostly hot girls and comedians.
You can't have too many of those.
No.
Yeah.
Although on my personal one, I'm unfollowing people as we speak. Now,
Yeah.
because I looked at the least interacted one, and then I look at it, and I'm like, I don't need to be following present tense, the Pearl Jam cover band. I told you my process on Facebook. I unfollow people when their birthday comes up. I look at them and I go, who is this person? How did I become friends with them? If I can't figure it out in 2 seconds, I just unfollow.
I'm glad I made the cut this year.
No.
You made the cut.
Thank you.
Yeah. Your mom made the cut too.
I saw that.
Yeah. Every
She's-
once in a while, I'm like, who is that? And I go, oh, it's Gio's mother.
She was
Yeah.
very excited.
Yeah. Oh, no. She made the cut. It just takes me a second to realize who people are. If I
Right.
don't know,
Yeah.
and it's your birthday and it brought you into my attention, that is usually when I go, and I'm
Still
not,
didn't get you anything for your birthday though. You or your mom.
you don't know what I did.
No, I know.
You don't know what I sent.
Yeah. No, I talked to him.
Don't even tell him.
Oh, look at you
yeah.
with the little winkies and stuff.
I didn't win.
Yeah.
I just said don't tell
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
It's none of his
He's
business.
bought me a pool.
Mhm.
That's right. It's on the way.
Mhm. In fact, remember that pool you said you were going to buy me? Can I have that check now?
Yeah.
This is interesting, and this might be something we want to get involved in.
All right.
Judd Apatow is making a documentary about Norm Macdonald for Netflix.
So it's so funny you said it. I thought about if we had anything to send them.
We do.
I mean, we do have the spit take.
We have the spit tank. We also have the interview of him walking down the street while he's talking to us and stuff.
And oh yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that. Yeah. And we have him talking about George Burns buttering his hand.
Right.
Yeah,
and
maybe we
the
do.
in-studio stuff, whatever. So Apatow first shed light on the project via his Instagram, where he made an open call for photos and videos of Norm Macdonald for a documentary he's creating for Netflix. If you just know about any interviews or interesting videos you think we may not have heard or be able to find ourselves, that would also be very helpful. Or just tell us your favorite Norm moments. He said that he's going to direct the project about Norm. So.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he did the one about Gary Shandling. Remember, he had the thing.
I guess they were very tight.
Who?
Him and Gary Shandling.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, he used to write for him. Like that's kind of, I think, how he started out.
Oh, really?
Like one of his first jobs was him writing for Gary and doing different stuff. And
Gary
then,
Shandling, what a weird-looking human being.
yeah,
Like not ugly,
just odd.
not handsome, just different looking.
Yeah.
He looked like Gary Gnu.
Mm.
He was just he had Muppet face.
7 Chilean nationals believed to be behind the Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Joe Burrow burglaries have been charged, and they're accused of taking more than $2 million in valuables from several big-name athletes' homes. The members are charged with conspiracy to commit interstate transportation of stolen property and face a maximum penalty of 10 years behind bars.
They also said there was an unnamed Buccaneers player
Oh, really?
that got caught up in this as well from the same gang.
So they were just targeting guys while they played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart.
They know you're not there.
Right.
No.
And they would do it when they were out of town, like away games.
Yeah.
I know I've said this before and we talked about this when it happened, but it's just a good reminder. This is my dad. My dad was very sure to lock all the doors when we went to a funeral.
Right.
And I was like, why are you being so? And he goes, because think about it. If it's in the paper, you know, you have a funeral, everybody knows where the whole family
What time it is.
It's really smart. Yeah.
Finally in news, and this is going to be different for everyone, I think, but you're taking an average and stuff. And Carmen, I think this really applies to you because you love to do the travel and do different stuff. How much money would it take for you to quit your job, drop everything, and travel the world? Someone polled 2,000 Americans, and the average answer was how much money? How much money would it take for you to quit your job,
Yeah.
drop everything, and travel the world?
I mean, it's interesting because I could say $1 million, but then what happens in the second year?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're done traveling and you have no more money left and you have nothing left.
I'm going to tell you right now that the 2,000 people that they polled for this are way low.
Yeah, I would say probably like this isn't for me, but like I would say probably like 200 grand. But also think about this, Mike. These people aren't just traveling the world and that's it. They are going to make a vlog. They are going to try and make it their like social media. They're going to try and make it a career traveling because a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of travel influencers out there.
I follow a lot of those people.
Yeah,
I
you just need a little bit of money to get started, to get your first like 5 trips planned, and then from there you hope you blow up.
I couldn't do that at all. I mean, it just seems too
Yeah,
irresponsible to me.
you're too bougie.
No, I would love to do it, but I would say I'd need $10 million in order to do that. Like to
Right.
know that I don't have to work and I'm just traveling.
But again, they're trying to make this their job.
Right,
And,
but I mean,
like,
how many
you're-
of those travel vlogs really take off?
Well, let's think about this. Maybe not thinking about yourself. Think about if you were a 25-year-old and you were
Your
single,
son.
Yeah.
and you know, like something like that.
I'd say $100 grand.
100 grand. Carmen said like 200 grand.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think you're going to survive on 100 grand? Just plane travel alone. I
No,
mean,
but that's the
100
thing.
if
You
I'm-
find the deals. They're not flying first class. They're staying in hostels.
oh,
They're
Oh,
right,
come
but that's
on.
what,
I'm
like
out.
If
you're
I'm
too
young
bougie.
and traveling by myself, you don't think you could travel the world on 100 grand?
Right.
No, not
No.
far.
Easily. Yes, you can. Easily.
I'm not saying you can.
By
I
yourself,
would.
yeah.
It would not be enough for me.
I'm not staying in
Gee,
fancy hotels. I'm not flying first class.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
just-
not eating-
You buy a travel van
Yeah.
and do it that way.
I'm not eating at like 5-star restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah, then why go?
You see
Because
the
you
world.
eat at the local spots, you get to see the world. You get to meet people. Like, why you have to stay at the fanciest place? You have
Not
to
the
travel.
fancy. Like I like when I've traveled to France and I stayed in Paris. I stayed in a boutique hotel. Like I didn't stay any place super
Stayed in a
bougie.
3.5 star hotel.
Right.
But, I mean,
and you
but for
flew
real.
first class.
Yeah, but
Right.
but that's the thing though. It's I'm a big guy. I want to be comfortable. Like what I'm saying is that to me, that's why my number goes up way high. I you're not, $1 million is
Well,
not.
here's
But
the
if you'd
number.
never done that stuff, I think you'd be different.
And
Like-
if you were smaller and younger and
Yeah.
like just starting and you didn't have a career and
Yeah,
a
maybe
family.
if I was 19, it would be a
Right.
different story. But now 19, you want to go see the world. Maybe there's I don't know. To me, if you're going to do it the right way.
So the question is, how much money would it take for you to quit your job, drop everything, and travel the world? Someone polled 2,000 Americans, and the average answer was $288,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
wild.
don't know how they plan on surviving. on that.
18% said they'd take for less than $50,000.
That's crazy.
While 32% said they need at least $500,000. And the last group either loves their job or hates traveling. 17% said no amount of money could get them to drop everything and
Cody
leave.
Tucker.
Actually, I want to move up to 200. I need an extra
Nope,
100 grand.
too bad.
Yeah.
You already have your answer.
The poll also asked what you would do if you suddenly had $1 million travel budget you had to spend. Okay, so somebody just gives you $1 million and
Right.
says you have to travel and spend this money to travel. What would you do?
I have traveled overseas in coach, and I have traveled overseas in first class, and there is no comparison whatsoever. Coach flying in a center seat to for an 8-hour or more flight is miserable. Miserable. I don't even care if I'm sitting next to one of my kids. It's still miserable. After that first 5 hours, you're like, this is ridiculous. Then you got 5 more hours to go. Oh, it's awful. Also, I would put more into getting there and leaving than I would be like when I get there. I don't want to stay at a hostel, but I just need something clean. I just need a nice clean
It
room.
was a Hampton Inn. You're fine.
fine. I'm
Or
fine.
Four Seasons, nice, but yeah.
I stayed in the Hampton Inn this past weekend in Naples. It was just fine.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Well, so they said if you had $1 million travel budget, you had to spend it and stuff. The top answers were take your family and friends on a dream vacation.
No.
That'd be pretty cool, though.
No.
$1 million, and you take all your friends and family, and you go wherever, and just everything's on you. That'd be fun. Go on a really long road trip. Gio, your wife would love that.
Oh, God. No. $1 million? No way am I road tripping it.
Visit as many famous landmarks as you could. So you can go all over and do all the different stuff. Visit the 7 wonders of the world or other historical sites.
I feel like those would let me down.
Yeah, I
The
think so.
separate-
Yeah.
I get there and I go, oh, cool.
Yeah, I don't think that would be anything in my interest at all. And the other one says start working on a travel bucket list. So
Yeah.
there's
That
places
you
you wanted
should
to
do.
go.
You should do. You should come up with a travel bucket list now. Like I just saw a girl that I grew up with wrote on her Facebook, I've been trying to get here for years and I finally made it to Vegas. You're 54 years old. You just made it to Vegas now. I'm like, that's insane.
Did you walk?
Yeah.
Some people don't like. Some people aren't able to travel.
But
Yeah.
but Carmen, Vegas, of all places, is easy, and she travels from New York. It is
took-
easy to get to.
Listen, it took me until I was 27 to go to Vegas for the first time.
But also, did
Yeah.
she have kids early?
Right.
Like, what kind of job does she have? There's a lot of those things. Whatever.
Yeah. I get it. I'm just
Doesn't
saying,
have any
like,
family.
If you're gonna go and you're working at 7-Eleven, you're not gonna be able to have fun.
but like
you know what I mean?
like Gio says, you have already lived longer than you'll ever live.
That
She's
is true.
54 years old. What was she waiting for to get to Vegas till she was 70? Go now.
Money.
Oh,
Like,
I know she's
what are
got
you gonna
money.
do? Go into debt?
No,
Like,
she's got money.
I remember my brother said to me, he goes, "What are you traveling and doing?" I go, "Because you got to travel and do that stuff, like the experience of
and
it."
while you're young,
Yeah.
you don't want to be able to walk
100%,
places.
yeah. You know, he's like, "Save your money." I'm like, I am saving some, but some I want to enjoy. You never know. Walk out and get raped on the trail.
Yeah.
wait a minute.
Listen,
Don't.
I'm gonna tell you right now. At all the places I've been, I think Japan was the most amazing, and that was because I spent 2 weeks there and got to see a lot of the country and a lot of the traditions and it's so different from here that it was amazing. And that's one of those things you have to plan for some time.
Yeah.
And that is well worth it. That's the kind of trip that you come back and you go, wow, I saw something that I never saw before. You know, that everybody should be doing that. Everybody. The other thing I think about is I feel like there's a part of me that for some reason wants to go to India because no. And then there's a part of me that says that as well. Like I feel like I do want to experience it, but I feel like when we come back, I'm gonna be like, I didn't like it.
Yeah, I feel like you don't even come back from that.
Yeah.
I feel like you get some sort of
Why?
intestinal disease. Ugh.
But I feel like that's a different experience. Like I feel like that's something that's going to make me go, that was different.
I got to tell you, I've been watching a lot of 90 Day Fiance just in the background, put it on, whatever. But it's a lot of, they're over in Turkey and this one's over here and this one's over there. And I said to my wife the other day, I go, look how dirty all these places are.
Yeah,
They're all like, but seriously, like, think of the Philippines. Philippines is a lot of just garbage. Like the one lady was living in like a lean-to.
Yeah, they
like
live
her
in
whole
huts.
family and stuff. Like I remember watching the documentary about Arnel Panada that got into Journey and stuff, and he took them back to where he lived. And there was just Carmen. There was so much garbage in the street. It was ridiculous. And then their house was just like a piece of tin on top of some sticks and stuff. And I'm like, Jesus.
Oh yeah, there's definitely places that are, people should not live, or they definitely need to invest some money in building them up.
Where would you go right now if money wasn't the object?
I want to go to Portugal. I've already said, I want to go to Portugal. I would like to go to Brazil. I think Brazil would be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know where else really.
I'd probably,
tropical stuff.
I was looking at a trip and then we decided to stay, in the United States, but we were going to do Portugal to Spain and do like the train so you could see everything.
Spain was boring to me. I've been to Spain twice and I didn't like it either time.
That was a trip that I was going to do with my grandma when I was 18, and then we put it off, and then we never went.
Boring.
Food though?
Easy,
Food good?
guy.
No,
I mean,
really?
it's good, but nothing where I'm like, oh, the food in Spain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no.
I'd
Food,
do the
great in
Japan
Italy.
thing. I'd like to go to Japan.
Japan.
That
That,
was
would
great.
be.
That'd be cool.
I want to go to Switzerland.
Yeah.
Somewhere in those mountains.
That would be
I want to
cool
go to
too.
Greece.
Greece is fan-friggin-tastic. Carmen.
Yeah.
If there was like money, no object, whatever, Monaco
Yeah,
would be
Monaco
cool.
would be great.
Yeah.
Carmen,
I heard
go to
Dubai
Greece.
is okay. Yeah, I mean that's
Dubai. Yeah.
Dubai seems
Oh
pretty
yeah,
cool.
Dubai would be great.
Yeah.
Dubai, to go to Dubai for a UFC fight would
Yeah.
be awesome.
Yeah.
Like if you go there with some goal in mind, that would be cool. But I'm not. I'm not going to.
No.
No.
You should go to Epcot this weekend.
No,
There you
that's
Go-
fine.
We can drink around the world.
Well, there you go. That is it for news.
All right, Calvin, thank you. We must take a break. When we come back from the break, we will talk to our friend Cody Tucker, who joins us live from Texas. You can follow him on social media at The Cody Tucker Show. We'll take a quick break and come back and get right into it with him. Before we go to break, I want to tell you about my friends at the Waterman Construction Group. Waterman Construction. Are you familiar with Waterman Construction?
Oh, yeah.
Waterman, you say.
WATERMAN.
Yes. Well, then you know about
Yeah.
them. If you're looking for expert construction services, Waterman Construction Group is your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC to patio, pavers, and driveways, they do it all. They got you covered. Whether it's a new build, a remodel, a manufactured home set, or the storm repair, Waterman Construction Group handles your entire project from start to finish, and they've got 25 years of expertise, quality craftsmanship, personalized service, honest and transparent pricing, and my favorite, guaranteed same-day response. You guys are just good people. They always work with the community. We've done stuff with them in the past. All you need to do to find them is go to watermanconstructiongroup.com. That's watermanconstructiongroup.com, or give them a call at 813-715-7383. 813-715-7383. It's Waterman Construction. Your vision is their mission. Give them a call and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. Quick break. Cody Tucker joins us next on 102.5 The Bone. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. We go live to Texas to our friend Cody Tucker. Cody, how are you, buddy?
I'm good, man. How are y'all doing?
Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
What's happening on the Cody Tucker Show? Which porn stars have we talked to lately? Anybody good?
Cherie DeVille, that'll come out pretty soon. Emily Norman, also very good.
Are you familiar with a classic porn actress named Christy Canyon?
Oh, yeah.
I recently found Christy Canyon on Instagram and started following her. She seems to be out of the porn business now, but still looks pretty goddamn
Well,
good.
I was going to imagine she's got to be our age, right?
I mean, if she's in her 50s, she looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I would have said she's somewhere in her 40s.
I feel like I remember her in the 90s.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like she's got to be somewhere, but she looks great.
That's when there was like porn stars, like
Right,
legit
right.
porn stars.
Yeah, like when Cody mentions these girls' names, I have no idea who they
No,
are. It
no.
doesn't stop me from looking them up, but I don't know who they are. But of course, my thing, I told you, Cody, last time is that I'm watching live webcams now, so I don't even know who these women are. They're just, some of them are in storage units in Paraguay, and they're just doing stuff.
Christy Canyon, 58 years old.
Wow.
Yeah,
She
she
looks
does.
amazing.
She looks really good.
She looks amazing for 58.
Yeah.
Never would have guessed that.
No, right?
No.
Yeah, and
No.
I like we've had Seika on the show. She doesn't look nearly as good, but she still looks good. But she's probably in her 70s now, so or
Yeah.
somewhere close to that.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
What do we got this week, Cody?
Got a couple stories for you. So, in 1969, a group of students at Morehouse College were looking to protest the way the school was being ran. So they decided to kidnap members of the school board by locking them in a room until changes were made. They agreed to make the changes and were released and immediately expelled that group of students. One of those students was a young man named Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh wow.
And one of the people he kidnapped was MLK Sr., Martin Luther King Jr.'s dad.
How come we don't hear
And,
more about
yeah.
that?
Huh?
How come you don't hear more about that? Like when he
I
goes
don't
on a
know,
talk
it's a
show,
pretty-
like Jimmy Fallon doesn't bring that up to him.
Yeah, it's probably a sore subject, I would imagine, for old Samuel L. Jackson. But I've never heard him talk about that. But
No,
it did happen.
no, I
And
would
then-
believe you.
And then what's crazy is that the year before that, Martin Luther King Jr. is assassinated. One of the people who was an usher at his funeral was Samuel L. Jackson.
Really?
Yeah.
That's also
Yeah, he was an
something I didn't
usher at
know.
his funeral.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, there's all kinds. Yeah. Coretta Scott King, his wife, was John Lithgow's babysitter.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
That's interesting.
And he's an Avenger and a Jedi.
Yeah, that's true too. Did you see that movie by any chance? The Captain America movie?
No. God.
God.
I hate Marvel movies
Oh, you do? How do you
Hate
love
'em.
Jurassic Park and hate Marvel movies?
because Jurassic Park is good and they're not.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
Wow.
no dinosaurs.
it's true.
Yeah, no, lack of dinosaurs is definitely part of the problem. No, I just think they're just not any good. They're just, I don't know. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like the McDonald's of movies. But I do love McDonald's. But yeah.
It looks like this new Fantastic Four movie is gonna suck.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Yeah, none of them have ever been good.
No, but I feel like if you've made 3, you should know how to. You should be like, all right, well, this is what we're missing. This is what should be good.
I feel like
Yeah.
Cody's friends go, "Hey, Cody, you want to go see the movies?" And he goes, "How many dinosaurs is in the movie?"
Yeah, yeah. What's
if it's not over 4, he's not going.
Question number one, always.
who is your
Yeah.
best friend?
Oh God, that's I have a friend named Nathan Edelman. Shout out to old Nate.
And what does
That's
Nate
probably-
do?
I don't know, he works. He like spray paints railroad cars or something. I don't know.
That's called a
I think-
graffiti
Yeah,
artist.
I think he's just.
Well, no, I think he spray paints the inside of
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't think I've ever asked him, to be honest.
How is he your best friend? You don't know what he does.
I mean, who wants to talk about work?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
know?
absolutely true.
What does he
Especially
do?
if it's spray painting railroad cars.
What does he do for a living? Oh, he shows people a knife on the subway, and then they give him money.
No, that's
He's just
robbery.
That's a good way to
people.
go.
Yeah. All right, what else we got?
So weird connection here. So Laura Bush, former First Lady to President George W. Bush, she went to high school with Tommy Lee Jones. So Tommy Lee Jones was later roommates at Harvard with Al Gore,
Right.
the man who ran against George W. Bush in the 2000 presidential election.
That's pretty interesting.
think it's just a crazy connection. She also killed someone. Which is-
in a car accident?
Yeah, car accident. She ran a stoplight and stop sign and just T-boned someone, killed him.
Wow. Must be
Yeah,
nice to
so-
have money.
Just brushed out another rug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, Ferris Bueller did the same thing.
Yeah,
Matthew Broderick.
with what's her name from Sex and the
Jennifer
City, right?
Grey.
Or yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, he was getting I don't know what I can say. He was getting pleasured while driving.
Oh, really? From
Yeah,
Jennifer
didn't-
Grey?
Yeah, didn't realize that he was driving on the wrong. He was in Ireland.
Right.
Didn't realize he was driving on the wrong side of the road. Well, their wrong side of the road,
Right.
and crashed into someone, killed him, and nothing happened.
Also, that happened to one of the Wet Bandits. The not Joe
Daniel
Pesci.
Stern?
Daniel Stern. He killed somebody.
Really?
I feel like I taught Cody Tucker something today.
I didn't know that. I didn't know Daniel Stern was a murderer. My God,
I don't.
It makes sense.
I believe it was an accident, and in a car accident, he hit somebody, and I don't remember what the circumstances were. Did you find it, Galvin?
I'm looking right now.
If not, I'm spreading a lie. That is. for
Yeah,
some
yeah. I
reason.
mean, Caitlyn Jenner. You know, she
Caitlyn
killed.
Jenner did it. Yeah, that's
she
true.
did it. Vince Neil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vince Neil killed Razzle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. From Hanoi Rocks.
Yep.
Yeah, got a solid 3 days in prison.
Yeah.
jail,
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, it's good. To be,
I'm
it's good
not
to be
seeing anything about Daniel Stern killing anyone.
I'm pretty sure that happened.
It may have, but maybe they're doing a really good job of hiding it.
I wonder if ChatGPT will know the answer. By the
Of
way, a
course.
lot of people are emailing me about ChatGPT. What is this that you keep saying? Chat something? If you don't know, you're too old. I don't know what else to tell you. Hold on, let me
Yeah.
talk to this bitch. Bailey, are you there?
Hey, Michael. Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Do you know if the actor Daniel Stern ever killed anybody in a car accident?
I don't have any information about Daniel Stern being involved in any fatal car
You're
accident.
just a liar.
If
What
you
a-
want the most up,
What about Matthew Broderick? Did Matthew Broderick ever kill somebody?
yes, in 1987, Matthew Broderick was involved in a car accident in Northern Ireland that resulted in the deaths of 2 people. It was a tragic incident.
But not Daniel Stern.
So sad.
No, there's no record of Daniel Stern being. You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks. All right.
You're trying to put
My
more
God.
charges on the Wet Bandit.
Yeah.
I can't believe why have I thought that all these years? Who am I confusing him with?
You're fake news.
Maybe I'm confusing him with Matthew Broderick for some reason.
Maybe.
Well, that's a weird one to confuse.
Yeah, I don't feel like I feel like there's something to it. Daniel Stern.
Maybe you just have an issue with Daniel Stern.
No, I like him. I didn't stop me from appreciating his fine work as a
My
thespian.
God.
All right. Well, I guess that's it.
Yeah. Says no.
Sorry, Daniel Stern. I'm sorry that I probably have said this more than one time in my career. I'm thinking of somebody else.
It's fun to spread rumors.
No, not like that. I don't think that's the appropriate. It probably wouldn't be good for the Cody Tucker show if you gave out bad information.
Oh, I've done it plenty of times.
Have you really?
On accident, of course.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you find out later that that date's wrong or something like that, and all right, well.
We've had Cody on all this
Sorry.
time. What if we found out that everything he told us was completely
Right.
Yeah.
Would be great. It would be
greatest
great
thing ever.
if this is like the biggest scam. If you just made stuff up, it would be great.
It's in me somewhere, but I haven't done it. No.
Speaking of being in you, if you
Whoa.
found out, how old of a guy are you, Cody?
A 31.
If you found out through like 23andMe that you had a son that you didn't know about that was like older now, would you be happy or would you be miserable?
Well, it's entirely possible.
Yeah. Oh,
I'll
is
say
it?
that.
From all
Yeah,
the
of
seed
course.
you've been laying around town?
Well, I mean, condoms are just
Yeah.
who's doing that?
Right.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
old school.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Especially in
there's been
Texas.
some precarious situations where you just don't know what happened afterwards. You just hope for the best,
Would we be
all right.
surprised by the amount of sweet love that Cody Tucker gets?
Well, yeah, because the number that most people are thinking is probably 1.5. So yeah, I'd say you'd be surprised because it's more than that.
Do you get women on social media coming on to you through the apps, like through Instagram, because they like what you do online?
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, isn't it?
Oh, it's pretty nice. I mean, now granted, most of these women kind of look like 1980s Mel Gibson. But
That's not bad. That's 80s Mel Gibson was hot.
well, that's true. Yeah, Lethal Weapon Gibson could really lay it down. So yeah. Or Iggy Pop. There's a mixture of that.
Oh, I don't want that. I don't want the Iggy Pop.
No.
Too
No,
skinny
it's like,
for me.
like banging a baseball mitt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which I think we've all done at one point.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Put it under the mattress. But anyways, no. I've gotten a few. Some
just with the notoriety comes booby pictures and stuff. Although it's like you say, it's never exactly the ones you want. I had to join a girl's OnlyFans the other day because I was so into her Instagram, and then she made an OnlyFans. I was like, I got it.
Another one.
No, same girl. I had to ask. I'm just telling Cody. I had to ask my wife if it was okay if I did it. And she wasn't very happy with it, but she was like, whatever.
Why?
Well, she said there's just something about you paying a girl that makes me feel like you're gross and you're ick when you do that. And I went, oh, I get that.
That's fair.
But I'll take it.
Fair.
Yeah. And then it wasn't until actually the money came out of our bank account that it became an issue that was brought up again. Yeah, and I thought it was like $3, and it turned out it was like $13.
Does it say OnlyFans on the charge?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Oh, it does.
That's why you got to. Cody knows what's up. That's why you got to tell your wife. You got to come clean right out of the gate. Be like, I'm just want to let you know I'm joining this girl's OnlyFans.
Yeah. I mean, I've joined a few. I mean, because a few people have just said, "Hey, do you want my OnlyFans?" I'm like, I certainly do.
Yes.
And then,
the hottest girl I've ever seen on the internet is in Texas. Is that stripper that remember we used to look at her all the time, and then she had a real bad attitude. I forgot her name already. Doves Cry or something.
Oh yeah, White Doves Cry.
Yeah.
She had like a farm, right?
I don't know. I don't remember. No, that was a different girl. That was a girl. That was different. She didn't have an OnlyFans. She just had a farm.
There's been a lot of them.
She kind of looked like Kayla.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I thought the White Doves Cry girl, she like ended up buying a farm or like
maybe, I don't
ended
know.
up moving to a bunch of land and like starting one because she made so much money.
I don't know. All I know is that she's still doing OnlyFans and all the other stripping. So
she had all the tattoos.
Yeah. That's right up my alley.
Cool.
Oh, all right, Cody. Well, I love a good tattoo. I heard Howard Stern say that day. I listened to Howard for the first time in a long time. And
Jesus.
I was in the car and I'm like, let me see what's happening. And I put it on and he said he doesn't like girls with tattoos. It looks like they're still wearing clothes when they're naked. Now you're crazy. You get a girl with but you get a girl with a good tattoo that goes up the arm, up to the neck. Oh, I'm done. I'll empty my bank account right there.
The worst is like, there's like a trend where girls getting like where it looks like a coloring book where it's just a bunch of doodles all over them. Hate it. But like a good like sleeve, like a chest piece that goes up the neck. Oh boy.
That's the thing with the kids. Like my son has almost a full sleeve, but it's a full sleeve of random tattoos. Like they don't all come together. I don't like it either, but that's I guess the new style. Like Natalie Cuomo, where she just got them. She's hot, but she's got them all over the place.
It looks like a tattoo book.
Yeah. It's just different pictures.
Yeah.
I don't like that either.
I don't like that at all. It's like you remember you used to get gum and it would have the tattoo thing or whatever. You'd lick it and stick it on you.
Yeah. That's
it's it's a bunch of that crap.
I'll take a good sleeve though, and if it's a hot girl and it goes up the neck to like close to the ear, I'm in for sure.
Oh, that's like catnip.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
All right, Cody. Thank you. We'll check in with you next week. And if you want to follow Cody, you can follow him at the Cody Tucker Show on Instagram and on YouTube. And what else? Any comedians or anything, or all porn stars coming up?
It's gonna be pretty much all porn stars, and then one like history YouTube channel person, a girl named Johanna James, which also sounds like a porn star name. It isn't. Yeah. And she's British, so immediately sounds smarter than the average person.
Yeah, but what does she know though? All she knows is English history.
No, she knows all kinds. It's like ancient history. She's been to like Easter Island, like the pyramids, all that kind of stuff. Like she's
When I watch Jeopardy and they start talking about European history and I can't answer any of those questions, I feel real stupid. So, like
you're an American.
Yeah, I know, but you know all about kings and Caesar and all of the Roman Empire and all. I don't know none of that stuff.
Oh, it's fascinating. A lot of inbreeding. A lot
of inbreeding. A bunch of weird gay stuff.
Yeah. There's like an adage that the Greeks invented sex, but the Romans invented sex with women.
Oh,
and that's kind of the gist. A lot of Greek, boofing, I guess.
Yeah, that's how it goes. All right, Cody. Thank you,
Still
brother.
happening. But yeah, thank you.
All right, take
Thank
it
you.
easy, Cody Tucker. There you go. Boofing.
I
Guy
put
doesn't want to
in,
get us in trouble.
yeah, I put in celebrities that killed people. There are some that I did not know.
Like who?
So they have Caitlyn Jenner. We knew that.
Right.
They have Matthew Broderick. We talked about that. Venus Williams.
Really?
What?
Tennis star Venus Williams got
Yeah.
into a car accident back in 2017 in Palm Beach
I remember that.
when she rushed into the intersection despite not having the right of way. She was T-boned by the car. The car's driver survived, but the husband, 78-year-old man, was sent to the ICU where he died 2 weeks later.
Didn't Brandy and Ray J kill somebody?
Brandy did. Brandy is
Wow.
one that's in there. Let's see. Alec Baldwin, we know about that. Jimmy Stewart was a pilot in the U.S. Air Force Reserve during World War II. During this time, Stewart participated in several bombings that resulted in the deaths of enemy soldiers. Come on. He received, okay, but
That's
get out of here. You're reaching now. Don King, we know about
We know
that.
he shot somebody.
Don King. Keith Moon from The Who accidentally killed his friend and bodyguard, Neil Boland, by hitting him with his car. I would imagine he was
Probably
on a few
drugs,
things.
you
Yeah.
know.
Rebecca Gayheart. Remember Rebecca Gayheart?
Yes. She first had like a Neutrogena commercial.
Yeah.
Where she became really hot and popular, and then she was on a couple of TV shows, and then she killed somebody. And disappeared.
Noxema.
Maybe that's
Noxema,
what
yeah.
it was,
She hit a 9-year-old with her car.
Oof.
Oh,
Oof.
Yowza. William S. Burroughs, Snoop Dogg, Oliver Stone. Enlisted in the U.S. Come on. If it's in the military. you
And
can't
nothing
count
about Daniel Stern.
it. No, Daniel.
you
am
really
I?
want this to be real.
Yeah.
Well, because all these years I thought that, and I'm like, who am I thinking of?
He's just Marv.
I feel like it's Matthew Broderick that I'm confusing him with, but why did I think Daniel Stern?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's no. I can't see a connection.
No, I don't know. I'm telling you. I think they may just be really hiding this really good.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you don't know.
I mean, I don't think
I
you
couldn't
know.
find anything.
Yeah.
Brandy or whatever your girl couldn't find anything.
That's the thing. ChatGPT, like they go, like that's what ChatGPT is. It's just the internet.
Yeah, they pull
Yeah.
from everything.
You know what I mean? So-
Quickly.
right. So like, there's no hiding it from them. I think.
Bailey, not Brandy.
Oh, sorry.
No.
How dare you?
Hey, Bailey. Bailey?
Oh, just leave me alone.
Say
guy.
Brandy. Try
Yes, I'm here.
See?
How can I help?
Yes.
Yes.
Bailey,
Sure. What do you want to talk about next?
has Matthew Broderick ever killed anybody?
Yes, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she's shutting you
Yeah.
down.
She's
told
sick
you.
of your
Yes,
stuff.
Matthew Broderick was.
It's like, yeah, guy.
Yes,
I told
he
you.
was involved in a car accident in 1987 that resulted in the deaths of 2 people.
What about Daniel Stern?
There's no record of Daniel Stern being involved in any such
It's
incident.
insane. This is insane. Okay. Do you know who Cody Tucker is?
Cody Tucker isn't ringing any bells.
Oh.
Who is he?
No big deal. Okay.
Got
Thank
it.
you. Thank you,
If
Bailey.
you want to. You're welcome, Mike.
Very short today.
Yeah, she's probably busy doing other things.
Probably talking to Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby has Frankie.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I have Bailey. All right, we got to take a break. If you'd like to be a part of the show and get on the phone lines, they are wide open. There's not a phone call on the line right now. And I imagine in the next half hour, Medicine Man will call. But other than that, the rest of the phone lines are open. 800-771-1025. Why is Fisher doing traffic?
Monica's out. JP is out for the week. This is like his spring break time.
Yeah.
So he's off. And then Monica did the show the first half of the week, but she wanted a couple days off as well.
Must be nice. Just
Yeah.
take
So-
off.
Everybody's just taking off days.
Nobody works around here anymore.
No.
Wait a minute. Who? Who are you talking about?
Meanwhile, Dizzy's working on 9 shows. He's like, shut up, Gio.
Yeah.
Dizzy going on the cruise, yes?
No.
I think so.
Yes,
was voting
he
no.
is.
Oh, I thought we were voting.
Is he working or is he just
The freeloader.
Joe's freeloading.
What?
You said you didn't want to do video on
Yeah,
the
but at least-
cruise.
All right. I'll freeload.
I mean, at least Joe's on the show.
Yeah. But Dizzy, was kind of an extension of the show before he left us to do everybody else's show.
He moved on.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
Once you move on, I got to turn my back on you.
Is Johnny B
Wait.
going?
I don't know. Maybe he takes
I
the
think he
Disney
is.
spot.
Yeah.
I thought that was the deal. I thought
room with Tom.
Johnny B's doing the after show.
Right.
Dizzy out, Johnny B in.
Yeah.
Wait, Dizzy's rooming with Tom, not
Yes.
Johnny B.
Well,
I'm so confused. Do you
Dizzy-
think he's going to see Tom naked?
100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tom's
that's-
move.
Yeah.
Day one.
Yeah.
Like before the boat even leaves the port.
Get a look at it now, boss.
Why?
Wait, there was somebody else I was going to ask about. Oh, Mike Olivero is going.
Right.
Who is he rooming with?
Oh, he's
Corey Cardinal.
No.
he's got a room with somebody?
Yes.
Yeah, he's not
Really?
taking somebody?
No.
Oh.
Soph doesn't like cruises.
He is rooming with
It's odd.
Cernak.
Yes.
Cernak's going?
Yes.
Yes.
Cernak's going and his wife's not going?
Yes. Unless his wife is also rooming with Mike Olivero.
That's what I'm saying.
Isn't it odd?
Yeah.
I said in a
No.
meeting, I said, why is Mike Cernak going on the cruise? And they were like, well, I go, I'm not against it. It's just that we've never had an engineer go on the cruise before.
Oh. I wish
Yeah,
you could have taken Cernak to New Orleans.
That's why I think he's going on this cruise, so that he could do
Yeah.
the broadcast.
I know how to do it now.
Oh, that's true.
So
I figured it out.
so that's was one of the questions. Are we doing the podcast
Yes.
Oh.
on the cruise?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I was.
Weren't you at the
haven't heard
meeting?
it. No,
Now you know.
Well, I mean, we've done it in every other cruise.
I mean we haven't. Like
Sure
that's.
we have.
It's more recent. Like no, I've been.
We've done it the
Yeah.
last
Five.
five or
Right.
whatever. Yeah. So
But things change. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I was just checking, making
Hey,
sure.
I'm trying to get out of work for 1 day, 1 hour.
I got to be honest with you. Doing the podcast on the cruises was one of my favorite parts.
I know. I don't understand that.
I just like it.
Yeah. Well, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
New stories, new stuff happening.
Yeah. I was on the website yesterday for the, what is it, Royal Caribbean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Royal Caribbean website, looking at my room and stuff. And
You already have
Looking
your
at the
room
boat.
stuff?
oh yeah,
Yeah, I got mine too.
What?
are you going?
Yeah, I don't know. Did Diane send it or?
I got an email, and then when I logged into the Royal Caribbean app,
It says it's coming up.
it was already on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine may already be on.
Yeah.
It's probably if you put your email in, it's already in there.
Ask Cernak. You guys are rooming together.
there.
No, I was looking at the boat and the thing. I got very excited. So we have one night where we have a karaoke thing, then we have the pub crawl, then we have Coco K, and we have Nassau.
Yeah.
I want to try and find something. Maybe listeners can help us. Something to do in Nassau that makes it worth a crap. Don't tell me to go to Baha Mar or the other one that we talked about this morning. I don't want to go to another. I've been to all those places.
I'm not 100% sure. I don't think we're going to Nassau. I think we're going to Freeport, which is way worse.
Fine.
Yeah.
But what is the thing to do there?
I don't know.
Like, do you know that every time we go to Nassau, I just go to that Irish bar that we bought the bottle in?
I think there's the beach.
Beach. We live in Florida.
You're going to an island.
I know, but I want to do something cool on that
Yeah.
island. Swim with pigs or something. I don't know if that's cool.
You should go in there.
You should what?
Nothing.
No, say it. Say it.
No,
say it.
no.
Say it.
No,
Say it.
no. It's a mean joke, and I don't want to say it.
About me? Just say it.
No,
About
swim with
Carmen?
pigs.
I was like, Carmen doesn't want to swim.
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
say it.
What a
You
jerk.
did, though. You
What a
did, though. You
jerk.
could've
I
got
was not going to
I mean-
say
You
it.
said it.
I stopped myself.
Thought it, and then you said it.
I know. Mike made me say it.
No. Oh,
Uh,
really?
Mm.
By the way, we're going to Coco Cay in Grand Bahamas.
The Grand Bahamas, yeah.
Oh, what's in Grand Bahamas? What can we do there?
Swim with the pigs.
Carmen, didn't you and Rob go swim in a waterfall there?
I don't know. I did like the waterfall hopping thing in Mexico.
Oh, all right. I don't know. We should find something fun to do, like something in Freeport or wherever we're going.
Visiting
Grand Bahama.
Grand Bahamas, you can enjoy activities like relaxing on beautiful beaches,
Boo,
Golden Rock Beach, exploring the lush garden of the groves,
boo,
discovering the underwater world by snorkeling,
boo,
shopping and dining in Port,
boo,
visiting Bohemian Brewery for local beer tasting,
Yeah.
boo.
and experiencing the unique features of the historic Ben's Cave.
Oh.
Do you got any massage parlors there?
Ben's cave is actually bend over. Yeah.
I'm just saying something that'll be a little bit more exciting than just walking around and going to a beach or a bar or something. I'm sick of those
Zip line water park, Pirates Cove.
No,
I don't want to do any of that. I want to do like one time we went 4-wheeling. That was pretty fun.
Mm.
You know, I don't really know what it is. You don't have time to go out on a boat or anything because by the time you get there, you're ready to leave.
I'm just gonna stay on the ship.
Yeah.
I'll probably end up doing that too.
That's the way to do it.
Terrible.
Coco K, I will go to. That's
Twice I had swimming with the pig scheduled, and twice I got canceled because we had to miss that port.
Yeah.
We
I
had to
heard
change ports.
I heard that's not that great, and it all depends on when your boat gets there because at a certain time of day, the pigs all take a nap.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
if you do it at like lunchtime or something, you don't even get to swim with the pigs because they're all sleeping.
Oh,
I've heard
So-
very mixed reviews too.
I heard they bite you.
Yeah.
I heard
I-
the pigs are very teethy.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never done it, but
I'm good.
yeah, I
I'm
used to
good, too.
sleep with a pig every night.
That's true.
Oh.
I'm not gonna pay to go swim with
What was that
them.
pig's name? Kenny.
Kenny.
Yeah.
Is he
Kenny
still
the
alive?
pig.
No, Kenny. They sold him to that barbecue store.
No, yes, he is
The
still
barbecue
alive.
place across from Stingray Chevrolet.
Smoking Aces.
Smoking
Oh,
Aces.
yeah.
I ate Kenny over there.
No, you did not.
Nice pulled pork sandwich.
Mm.
Kenny is still alive and doing well.
How do you know?
From my reports, because I still have people that report to me every time we bring him up,
All right.
and they say, "Nope, Kenny's good. Just saw him, living life."
But he's fat as can be. Remember when you thought it was a mini pig?
Remember when you forced me to get a mini pig?
Why? You were so happy.
Yes, listen, I was very happy about it and getting him at the end of the day, but that was not in the plan, and that was not like my plan. That was something that was very forced upon me.
What do you mean forced upon you? You said you wanted a mini pig. I got you a mini pig.
Yeah, I didn't have a place to do that. at
You
the-
said I want a mini pig, and I got you a mini pig.
Oh my God. Okay, go ahead. You want a monkey? Tomorrow, getting you a monkey.
I'll take it.
That's terrible.
I'll
No, you
take
don't get people pets.
Now I'm the bad guy.
Yes, 100. But you're always the bad guy.
Can you imagine having Kenny in your condo right now with the dogs?
No. Oh no.
Kenny, Carlos, Cowboy, Chad, Carmen.
Yeah, that was one of the like hardest parts about when I moved. I couldn't find a place that would let me take Kenny,
Yeah.
and it took it made that made the separation and the moving really really hard.
Of course.
I don't know what I would do if I had to leave Ralphie.
Right.
Like I don't even know where to bring him if I had
Like-
to leave him.
Yeah, you can't go to an apartment. You have
No.
to find a house, and if you're renting a house, that's going to be hard for the landlord to approve that.
Yeah.
He goes
It-
with the house. He's got to
Maybe.
stay.
Maybe the whole idea was that my kids would take care of him. And I don't trust either one of them.
I was going to say,
Is there a
want him?
tortoise sanctuary around
There
here?
is.
I'm sure.
That's
Yeah.
probably where he'd go. But
Hmm.
he evidently doesn't get along with other tortoises very well. They constantly are fighting with each other.
You just set him free.
no,
Yeah,
you don't do
you're
that.
free now.
Yeah.
He's not of this nature. He's not. This is not his habitat. His natural habitat. He's
Yeah,
a
but
sand dweller.
He survives in the backyard.
You could let him go in the preserve. It'll be
Right.
fine.
Out on the golf course, forget about
I
it.
see.
He did go out in the preserve for a week and he came back.
Yeah.
He went for a long.
Wait.
He went for a big circle, and he came all the way
He
back.
survived though.
He
You
did.
just let him free?
No, you don't remember? He broke out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was for a week.
He was gone for I was going to. I don't remember where I was going. I was flying out of the country, and the day that I was leaving, I noticed he was gone. The wood had gotten rotten from the rain, and he pushed a wall down. I watched him do it on
He
the
broke
security
out.
cameras. He broke out,
Yeah.
and then he just started walking. And then we're en route to wherever we're going, L.A. or something, to get on catch another airplane. And I'm getting pictures on my neighborhood website of Ralphie on the golf course. Golfers taking pictures with him.
On the 7th green.
Wait.
And then I called Dusty, who's a tracker, and I had him go out and look. I had Tom go out and look. Nobody could find him. My brother-in-laws went out and looked for him, and he was nowhere to be found. And then on the way back, we were in the same spot at the airport on a layover, and my neighbor, right to my old neighbor that I didn't like, texted me and said, "Your tortoise is in my backyard. What do I do?" And I should just feed him. I'll send somebody over there to get him. And my son's friend Chad came over and picked him up and put him back in the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, I
remember that.
thought it was like a 1 day thing. I
A
didn't know
week.
it was.
He was
I
gone
didn't-
the exact time I was gone.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a whole week.
He thought it was spring break.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, we're all taking vacation."
Yeah, and then all he did was make a big loop all the way around and,
Where-
and came all the way
Weren't you?
back.
I think you were in Tennessee.
No,
Was that the tour bus trip?
no, we were on because I
Oh.
was on an airplane. 'Cause I remember
okay.
I was in the airport. I want to say maybe it was Greece,
Right.
I was gone, and it was Sofa was handling everything because there was nothing I could do because I was out of the country.
You can't put a like AirTag on him now or
Yes,
something?
now he's AirTag.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he's good now.
Drilled it right into his back.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I will say, I'm thinking about getting AirTags for the dogs for our spring break trip with the collars
good
because
idea.
they have
Yeah.
just because Carlos is chipped, Cowboy is not, and then also just being in a new area and we're planning on
Right.
doing a lot of like walking and being off leash and stuff. It makes me just a little nervous.
When we go on vacation with my my sister-in-law, they put AirTags in my nephew's shoe. So
Yeah.
he
I've seen
wanders
that.
off.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carmen, that's a great idea because you can. I mean, God forbid the dog gets away or chases a deer or something, and it gets lost. And you'll be able to track him down.
Yeah, because they're both, like we never really get to take them off leash. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they're not used to it, but I want them to experience that. That's kind of part of the reason why we booked what we did and stuff. So,
Right.
but yeah, I know they make collars, but I have to buy all that stuff. I'm just like,
They're not that expensive though.
no, like I'm pretty sure you can get a pack of 4 for like $100.
Yeah, they're
something.
pretty cheap.
Right. So, I mean, it's not like they're going to go to waste. Like we will use them. So,
I hope you don't lose your dogs.
thank you.
No problem.
I hope they don't get ate by a bear.
Yeah. Are you guys bringing any weapons with you? Bear spray?
I'm sure we will. Yeah, we're not like at that stage yet.
All right. Well, you
Of-
better put something together. You'll be walking through the
maybe.
woods.
We'll
All
see.
right, the phone lines are filling up, but there are still plenty of open ones left. 800-771-1025. I'll go right to the phones when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 1025 The Bone. Who swam with the pigs? Jess, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show.
Hey, I was on the cruise with you guys last year, and I was, I think, the only person that swam with the pigs in Coco Cay. It was really fun. You should do it.
I'm pretty sure I swam with a couple pigs.
Yeah. Are you going on the cruise this year?
I'm not. I'm not, unfortunately. Well, yeah, I have my reasons, but I had a lot of fun last year with you guys. But yeah, the pigs, they take you out to the island, and you kind of walk around. I don't know if anybody remembers, one of them like scratched me really bad, so I had a big, long bruise down my leg for the rest of the cruise, but they didn't really bite.
I heard that. Well, maybe it was a scratching, but I heard that they could be a little bit because it's like a feeding frenzy when you go out there, right? They come up to you because they know you got food.
So you don't have the food, at least at the one at Coco Cay. You go out there, and the people that work there, they have apple slices and fruit. And when you're in the water, they throw the fruit towards you, and then the pigs kind of swim at you. And that's how I got scratched, like a giant one. I think her name was like Bessie or something.
Oh, jeez.
Just kind of like came towards me and got me with her hoof.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do it this year, but I will have to swim with the pigs one day. Thank you. I appreciate the call. She said she's not going on the cruise because she has her reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Dizzy made her mad.
Yeah, I feel like something happened there.
100%.
Yeah. Or maybe it was Rough Shot Todd.
Maybe.
It's possible.
Yeah. Is he going or not going?
He's out.
He's out.
Out.
Oh, good. That just takes a load off of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roger, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show.
Hey, good morning, Mike. Good morning, Galvin. Earlier in the show, Carmen shared that they're headed up to the Smoky Mountains to do some trailing.
Yep.
And I just sold our family land up there in Bryson City. I know the area pretty good. I don't know how far from Gatlinburg they're going to be, but there's a trailhead about an hour east of Gatlinburg. It's out in the middle of nowhere, but it's run by the state. Really beautiful. It's an 8-hour hike to the top of the mountain.
8 hours.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I know it is. My wife and I went 3 hours in and back out, and my dad's been to the top twice.
What is it called?
At the top, I've got to look it up again. I don't remember off the top of my head, but at the top of the trailhead, and I don't think it's open yet because the season hasn't started, but you can book a reservation. They've got like a campsite with bunk beds, and they feed you dinner once you get up there.
Yeah, if it's 8 hours to go up, it's 8 hours to go down.
I've stayed in Bryson City before.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, Bryson's. I hated to sell the land; it broke my heart, but I had no choice. But coming down, going up's tough because it's all uphill. I mean, it's not mountain climbing, but there's no downhill runs. But coming down's pretty easy. Wow. You're just strolling downhill. But it's beautiful hike. I'm sure the trail's open, but I don't think the top of it is where you can spend the night.
I gotcha. Well, we wouldn't be able to do that anyway because we'll have the dogs with us. So, and
Okay.
Bryson City was one of the suggested areas by ChatGPT for cheaper stay. That was one of the best things because when I told ChatGPT like budget friendly, they moved me out of all the big major known tourist cities and put me in the city like near them. So they were like, well, you can travel there, but staying will be, hundreds of dollars cheaper because you're outside of that area.
Well,
And the only other thing I tell you, because I've got good friends up there, for some reason they've got a deer tick outbreak.
Oh, gross.
Be careful with the dogs.
Yeah, be careful with the dogs. Make sure you groom them down and check them real good.
Okay.
So,
and Chad.
Yeah,
Make sure
Chad.
you groom
Yeah.
Chad down.
Listen, Chad is hairless, so he's good.
A lot of
Thanks,
great
Roger.
breweries in Bryson City that I discovered.
You can be hairless and still get ticks. You know that.
I know, but you can actually you'll be
Easier
able
to
to
see.
easier to see them.
On Chad.
Yeah,
All right.
you are.
Wow.
Jesus.
Oh.
Did you just go to one of your meetings?
Oh my God.
Wow.
We do not meet anymore.
You should see if you say Mike in a text when it comes up.
Yeah.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Morning, Mike. How are you?
Good. What's happening?
Good, buddy. I know you this morning. You were talking about places to stay like Disney and how much would be a pool. Two things. My brother put in a pool last year, about roughly a year and a half,
Right.
and it was $80,000. It wasn't something crazy. It wasn't something crazy. It was just, it's a nice pool. It's not an Olympic-sized pool or anything. So, yes, they have gone up because I remember putting in a pool probably 15 years ago, it was 35, 40. And now it's, upwards of the 70, 80,000.
But what they say is like you put in a pool for 80,000, that does not increase your home's
Right.
value by 80,000.
I
So
think
No, not at all. No.
I think
Yeah,
it'll
no-
come pretty close if you wait a couple of years. I mean, you're much more likely to sell a house that has a pool in Florida than without a pool.
oh yeah, I see that.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I mean, obviously you do it for yourself. If you're putting $80,000 in to, turn around and sell it in a year, and try to get that money back.
Right.
I mean, that would be absurd, And also, I heard you going to Disney. We went to Disney 3 times last year. I think I've called about this. If you stay on the 3 properties, which is the Contemporary, Grand Floridian, and the Polynesian. Those are the 3, where the monorail is.
Right.
If you don't want to drive, all that thing. They're upwards of anywhere between $900 and, $2,000 a night just because you have that access, and I spent upwards, it was probably 3 times. We went to the park 1 time each time, but we stayed about 4 nights every time we went. And we're actually going again next month. So within the last 12, 13 months, I went 3 times and I spent upward of $24,000.
What do you do for a living, sir?
I am a financial advisor.
Oh, so you got a little cash on you.
What's up?
Or you're funneling other people's money into your. Well, look,
I use other people's money. Kind of like what Elon's doing.
Yeah, a big Ponzi scheme. No, I get it. I mean, we stayed at the Grand Floridian a lot, and the Contemporary when the kids were younger, and it's convenient to have that monorail there to take you all around. But I mean, we're not even staying on property this time. It's just insane. It just doesn't make sense to waste the money on.
Well, the only thing is like when I'm drinking, I don't want to drive. So the convenience of hopping on the monorail and going to wherever. But I remember I was reading up on this, and I guess they lost. They don't have any parts anymore for the monorail, and they're going to be. Yeah, like I think it might have been in one of Galvin's news stories. I can't remember where I got the knowledge from, but it was either that or my wife was reading or something. But the company that actually made the monorail years and years and years ago, they actually are running out of parts, and I don't know what they're going to do because people go for that, the monorail.
Sure.
And I think it's another 4 or 5 years tops, and the monorail is going to be non-existent.
This guy gets me and his wife confused all the time.
What is it? They have some sort of sky transportation now, don't they? Like one of those.
It's like gondolas.
Yeah. No, but it's in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's at one of the parks. That's I forgot what it's called, but no. Yeah, something like that, but it doesn't go to the hotels. It's like I forgot what it's called, but I have been, and that's like a trap. I mean, that is you're in this little can. It's in a can, and you're in the air, and it's I don't know. I'm definitely afraid of heights. I did it when I was back in the 80s when I was with my parents, and it's awful. But I don't know what they're planning on doing. I don't know how. I think they should maybe come out with something else. With the monorail, because if you remember the monorail when it came up, it was futuristic. Now it's just like anything else.
It's now they got them at airports. So all right, thanks for the heads up, sir. I
Yeah.
appreciate it, and I will.
All right, sir. All right, bye-bye.
Think about you as I'm walking everywhere this weekend. Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Hey, Mike, enjoying the show.
Thank you.
I just wanted to let you know, first of all, white people problems. You know, you had to spend so much on your pool, your turtle got out. You know, my heart bleeds for you. But the main reason I called was to tell Carmen if they're going up toward Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge area, there's, especially right outside Bryson, there's several places you can trout fish up in the mountains, and it's absolutely fabulous because they'll fillet them for you. You take them home and cook them fresh.
Carmen doesn't seem like a trout. Carmen doesn't seem like a trout fisherman to me. Does he eat trout?
Yes.
Well,
really?
Yes.
This one is so easy. They literally just put a little piece of something on the hook, and you can see the fish right out in front of you. You catch them, they weigh them. But the second thing I wanted to tell her was if they're looking for places to go, there's a place up there called Cades Cove. It's about an hour and 15 minutes outside of Gatlinburg, up into the Smoky Mountains, and it's like 7 miles. You drive it through, but if you go early in the morning, late in the evening, it's full of wildlife. I mean, to the point the deer will walk right down in front of the car.
Wow.
We've seen bear, all kind of stuff up, and it's free. They just take a donation to help keep the park going.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Something you can drive through instead of walking through, Carmen. Now that's more my speed.
Yeah, and especially
Thank you, sir.
I gotta mark that.
Cades Cove, Carmen.
Cades Cove, because that will be something like if it's cold, like we can put the dogs in the back seat, so they'll still come with us. Roll the windows down. We can have the heat on. Because, like I said, if it's cold, Chad does not do the cold well.
It's probably going to be cold because the higher you go up in the mountains, the colder it gets.
Yeah. Right. So I mean, like we will, like I'll be able to get him out of the house like a little bit, but I mean, depending on how cold it is, if we can stay in the car, Chad's gonna vote to stay in the car. I swear to God, with the seat heat on and everything.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, you should buy him some long johns.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to. He has one pair and he wears them. He put them on today because because they started like winter conditioning a couple weeks ago, and it was 59 when we woke up, and Chad put his long johns on. I swear to God.
Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Good morning, Mike. How you guys doing?
Good. What's happening?
I wanted to throw something at you real quick. During the Christmas week, we went to a place in North Carolina, which you might want to check out or look at. It's called Maggie Valley, and it's right at there. And it's beautiful. I mean, it's a little nestled in the Smokies. I think it's maybe 20, 30 miles east of Franklin and Asheville, not too far from Gatlinburg, but we stayed there for the week of the Christmas and had a fabulous time. It was cold, really cold. It was like at night it got down to like 18 degrees.
Wow.
And had a really good time. But if you ever have a chance, you might want to Google it. It's called Maggie Valley, and it wasn't that expensive either.
All right.
So just throwing that at you.
All right. Thanks for the heads up, man.
I know that whole, like the Ashland area and stuff, they got hit by the storms or the floods, or like the entire towns were wiped away. So I don't know if that's still like a thing or not.
You don't even need ChatGPT anymore, Carmen. You got all these little listeners.
All the listeners. Yeah. Listen, I love it. Thank you. Because those are the things like when you go online to book a trip, it's all Pigeon Forge, do this, do that. You know what I mean? It's where everyone goes. Like, that's not what I'm looking for. I want to do the experiences that the locals go to.
Yeah, places like Maggie Valley, Bryson City are a lot smaller, whereas Pigeon Forge is like Orlando iDrive.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. The only thing I want to go to Pigeon Forge is for the the roller coaster that goes through the mountains that you sit in like a little go-kart.
They got them everywhere.
Those are cool. But they got those all over the place.
Right, but you see the one that goes through the mountains and stuff like that. So like that would be the only reason that I would want to go there.
You can't take your dog on that.
No, that would be like a night thing that Chad and I do, like just us two to get away. But yeah, I'm very
I was
excited.
too scared to go on those.
I can
They're
see
fun.
that.
Yeah.
Especially at night. You got to go at night.
No way.
Yeah,
Night's the
that's-
best time.
No way.
I think we hit something. Grizzly bear.
But yeah, when you go at night, don't scream with your mouth open because
Bugs.
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 Yeah, you got to keep your mouth closed the whole time.
But see,
Give
it's
up.
cold, so it's not going to be like that's not bug season, right?
I'm still not.
It's always
giving them-
bug season in the mountains.
Okay, I don't know. So
Uh,
bug spray. I'm
Something.
gonna make my homemade bug spray.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
here we go.
The Bears love that.
Yeah. Mike Calta Show, good morning. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, dear.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, this is for Carmen. I have a phone number for the national park that she can call, and it'll let her know what roads up there are closed for this because of snow.
Oh, yes, please.
All right. You got a pen, Carmen?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. It is 865 436 5615.
Thank you.
Nothing would be better than
You're
if you call
welcome.
that and it was some sort of gay channel.
Yeah.
Welcome to Stiff. See,
I promise it's not.
Thank you,
We've
Pumpkin.
used it a few times. We've used it a few times when we get up there between Cherokee and Gatlinburg. The mountain there is closed,
Mm.
and so then when they send you all the way around, it's like a 3-hour
Yeah, an
trip
extra
around the mountain.
detour.
Yes.
That happened to me
Yes,
when I
but
went to
if you-
Asheville and I was trying to go home. We had a plane to catch that day, and the way we went, the mountain was closed, and we had to turn around, and we were almost missed our flight because of it.
Yeah, because it's like crazy far. So anyway, just call that once you get up there, and it'll let you know what roads are closed.
Okay, thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Pumpkin. Appreciate it.
This is great.
Oh,
I
hello,
know you-
Carmen's Travel Tips. Can we help you?
Cherokee, they got the big ass casino there.
Good morning. Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that last guy that called about Disney doesn't know what he's talking about. The only reason why I know is because my wife and son are Disney nerds.
Right.
The gondolas are called the Skyliner, and they opened, and they do go to the resorts. They go to the beach resort. They also go to like Hollywood Studios and Epcot, and they go to another one of the resort hotels. So you don't have to go walk everywhere.
Okay. I got you. All
Yeah.
I'll look it
anyway.
up. I appreciate the heads up, sir. Thank you. I thought he was wrong about that because I remember seeing it go somewhere, and I asked somebody, I go, where do they go?
Yeah, they're fairly new too.
Right,
Last couple
that's the
years.
thing. I think it was MGM. What do they call it? Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Hey, Mike. When's Carmen wanting to go to Gatlinburg?
Jesus Christ. Next
Carmen's
week, I think.
vacation
Yeah.
show now? Or?
Well, no. The reason when I say that, I'm from Florida for 50 years, and we just moved up here, so I live here now, and I listen to you guys on the app.
Wow, good
In the
man.
morning.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, she's coming up during St. Patrick's weekend. That's our spring break here.
Yeah.
Oh.
You want to hang
Then
out?
the roads won't be closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hang out.
Yeah, listen, hit me up on Instagram.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You want to be in the hot tub with
Yeah.
sex pillow?
Oh, I don't think we can bring the sex pillow.
Oh, you have to. What are you
Oh,
talking
Bring
about?
a sex pillow. You got to go. You're going to a cabin.
Would you mind watching the dogs while we go out to dinner?
Carmen,
This is great.
how much is a sex pillow?
$50.
Oh, just overnight when Amazon went to the cabin.
Yeah.
But then we leave that there
Yeah.
With a note that says enjoy.
Yeah, you're welcome.
for your next guest.
You just put it in the fire pit when you're done.
Yeah.
You burn
I
it.
mean, I think we could like get by for 4 days without a sex pillow. We can use like a regular pillow, and plus, I don't think we're going to be doing a lot of bed sex.
Yeah, sex tree.
What do you mean not a lot of bed sex?
Outside, trail sex.
No, it's not our house. So on the couch, the kitchen table, the counters, we're sexing everywhere but the bed.
Oh my God.
It's not, it's not a brothel.
Yeah, I mean, outside on the porch, looking out at the scenery.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna do a lot of like over the rail on the porch sex.
Families go for their vacations here, and you're banging
Yeah,
on the
you're
kitchen
just
table.
sliming up their kitchen table.
Yeah, we're gonna clean it.
Oh,
You're not gonna clean nothing.
yeah.
First off, yes, we will. And second, what do you guys think? Where you guys go? You don't think that Airbnb that we just stayed at in New Orleans wasn't sexed all over.
Oh, I sexed all
before
over.
us?
I sexed all over the room I was in.
Joe and Gio were all over the cot.
Tom plus Tom.
Tom
Yeah,
was
we got
naked.
Tom sexed the living room.
You know, because there was times where Tom was there by himself. He was naked there.
Oh, 100%.
Just walking around.
I would imagine he's naked in the Sprinter half the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Just rubbing his butt on stuff.
He calls his penis little boss. Hey, little boss.
That first day, he didn't have a credential to get in, so he was just back at the place.
Right.
Walking around naked.
Yeah.
Laying on Carmen's bed.
Rubbing on all of our stuff.
Yep.
Hey, boss.
Let's see what Joe's got in here.
Hey, boss. Hey, boss. Hey, boss. Hey,
But
boss.
Joe slept on the cot.
Yeah.
Joe did sleep on a cot the entire time, like he was in MASH.
He loved it.
Did you love it?
I did. I mean,
So
I got to
funny.
say, my back was a little tight when we got back.
You
But that
know.
was it. You know, it's all right.
I was thinking about getting a massage today, Joe.
Really.
Yeah, I
get
feel a
over
little
there.
tight too. No, not you. I don't want you. I don't want Joe to do it. No. I just feel a little tight in the shoulders.
They
and
do
the
that at
back.
Disney, don't they?
I don't know. Do they?
The
I'll get a
hotels? I'm
massage
sure,
at the
yeah.
hotel.
Get mini.
We're
Get up
not
there.
even staying on the. We're staying in the off-site hotel.
Yeah, every
My wife's
hotel-
really cheaping out on this one.
I know
Avoid
you-
eye contact, Michael, during
Yeah.
the massage.
No, I'm not. I don't. I close my eyes during the massage.
I doubt you're
Face down in
staying.
the hole.
I doubt you're staying at the Holiday Inn. I think they probably have a massage.
I have to tell you, Gio, the place that we're staying looks nice, but it sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Like when she said the name to me, I go, "Come on, that doesn't even sound like a real place." Yeah,
Orlando's hit and miss sometimes.
I know, and I'm afraid we're gonna miss.
Yeah.
And but I don't really care because all we're doing is sleeping there, so it doesn't matter. And
The Exit 59 Motel.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
familiar
nice.
with it?
Yeah.
Do they stay the whole time?
No free
Or do
parking.
they come early? Yeah.
Oh,
We're not responsible for any lost or stolen items.
If you leave your gun, we keep it.
oh, I'm not bringing the gun. I learned my lesson there.
You have to share the towel.
The one towel.
You just go into the one park, just Magic Kingdom.
I don't know. We may because we got park hoppers, so we could decide to take a turn.
Dude, you got to go to Star Wars Land.
I was just there. Not
you
too long
were?
ago, yeah.
Oh.
Animal Kingdom.
That's what they said. Animal Kingdom stinks.
No, but it has rides. You have the animals. You have more to do. I'm telling you, your daughter is too young for Magic Kingdom.
She wants
Ep-
Magic Kingdom.
Epcot is for drinking, so you're
Yeah.
like down to the other two parks, basically.
I bet this is the time where she thinks this place sucks.
Yeah,
Well,
I bet she realizes.
Let me
she's like,
enjoy my last time and
Yeah.
try to get her in some sort of princess crown or something.
Take it in.
Yeah.
See if she wants to go to Gatlin with Carmen.
Yeah, she can come with us to
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Oh, brother. All right, we got to take a break. And we got stuff to give away. Maybe we'll play a little game when we come back. Can we do that? We haven't played a little Redneck Bingo in a while. You want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Redneck Bingo, because we got tickets for everything from Leonard Skinner to Katy Perry, and we'll blow those out next on the Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone. Carmen,
Yes.
do you know who Sophia Ross is?
Ooh, that's how. Yeah, she's the OnlyFans chick, right?
That is incorrect. Galvin,
Okay.
do you know who Sophia Ross is?
The name sounds familiar, but not no.
Sophia Ross is the girl in Sarasota, the Hooters girl.
Oh, yeah.
That got pulled over and was flirting with the cop
Yeah,
when she was
yeah.
drunk or whatever. How much jail time did she get as a result of that?
I saw the story.
Yeah.
I forgot.
No
to-
jail time.
Yeah, I
None.
wanted to bring it up. But I forgot
Shocker.
to because I think it came out over the weekend or something, and I forgot to send it to myself.
Sophia Ross, the Hooters waitress who went viral for shamelessly flirting with a cop during a DUI arrest in Sarasota, got a lucky break, and she officially dodged jail time. Her reps told TMZ that she faced a judge, and luck was on her side. She escaped the 60-day jail sentence prosecutors were trying to get her on. Instead, she's walking away with a year of probation, random drug test, and 50 hours of community service. And she's already knocked out her DUI school hours. Her rep tells TMZ that Sophia is beyond grateful that she avoided the jail time and is relieved to be able to put it all behind her, calling the whole situation super stressful. It brought up some great shots of her on TMZ.
Yeah.
She is, I mean, I have to tell you, I'm fine that she got off on it, okay? Especially if she doesn't have any priors.
Yeah, she's way too pretty to lock up.
Can't lock her up because she's too pretty, but who should be commended is a police officer. I mean, have you seen her?
Yeah.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And the cop that was able to be like, she's like, I'll do anything you want. And he was like, my body cam is on.
Yeah.
My body
Well-
cam is on.
And it looks like she made the calendar, so she's like top Hooters girl.
Yeah. Takes a lot these days to be a standout Hooters girl.
Mm-hmm.
Good for her, Sophia
But
Ross.
I also want to know what that cop looks like because he just sounds hot in the video.
Does
you know what I
he?
mean? Yeah, because he's like laughing and giggling, and he like knows, that he's on like being filmed and stuff like that, and it's on his body cam. But for her to hit on him, like he has to be good looking.
Well, or is she trying to get out of going to jail?
Yeah.
But again, he sounds hot the way he's like, Sophia, come on, you gotta stop.
Oh,
I bet he's hot.
well, either way, I think he deserves some sort of award. And I have her Facebook here because I'm a proper stalker, and she's even hotter on Facebook than she is in her Hooters outfit. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
She is solid.
I know she was saying she's the next Hawktua girl.
She was saying it?
She was saying it.
I don't think you can declare yourself.
On social media, she was saying she was comparing herself to the Hawktua girl.
She said it to TMZ.
Yeah.
They did like a web interview with her, like a cam interview.
Right.
And she compared herself. She's like, I think I'm like the next Hawktua girl.
Remember, she was calling the officer daddy?
Yeah.
I could never be a cop. I could never be a cop or a teacher. Both those things would just be
Horrible.
too dangerous.
Yeah.
Because one of those smart ass kids is going to be like, I know this fat nerd. All I have to do is call him daddy, and I'm getting an A on my paper.
And my wife's had kids that have punched her, bitten her, hit her.
Wait.
Yeah.
Anybody ever
But
hit on
she-
her?
Throw things at her.
Well, she's elementary school.
Yeah.
Oh, so nobody's
So
ever
they-
tried to lay it down on you. This is
Not
G.
that I'm aware.
Yeah. You think she'd tell you?
Of course.
Would it be worse if your wife got caught cheating on you in a scandal, or worse if she got caught cheating with a student?
Ooh. Oh, student. Yeah.
I mean, would it make a difference, or would it be both just terrible either way?
Student would be worse because it's
Yeah.
a criminal offense.
Oh, so you're saying you could stay with her through an affair, but not through a student?
Probably not.
Yeah.
But I
Because the student is underage, and
Yeah.
that makes it even worse.
And that somehow is a stain on you, too.
right.
You know what I mean?
Like you didn't know.
like, oh yeah,
You weren't good enough,
no. So she's with the 15-year-old.
which I think people would believe.
Yeah,
You said it.
said that even like
that his wife wants to be with a 15-year-old?
No, that Gio wasn't good enough.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
think the fact that the underage children involved would be really bad.
You think so?
Yeah,
I
there's no
think so.
coming back from that.
There isn't, and you got to wonder what makes a woman crack like that. A guy, we understand it. Guys crack. We're just we're suckers, and we fall for all sorts of manipulation, and we're also kind of losers. So when we get somebody that pays a little attention to us, we're like, "What's up?"
I mean, it happens all the time in the news, and you got to think the risk you're taking. Such a huge, massive risk.
I wonder if those women are so neglected. Like there's a portion of them that want to do something bad, but most of them I just feel are so neglected, and once they get a little attention, that they don't know how to handle it.
Yeah, the risk versus reward is just so far off.
Also, a lot of them get into that profession because you're around kids. That's what they say.
Yeah.
A lot of pedophiles
But-
get jobs where they're around kids.
Yeah, but would you necessarily call a woman a pedophile who's done one thing?
Yes.
You know,
If she's sleeping with a
if you
15-year-old,
if you murder one person, are you a murderer?
you are a murderer.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Pedophile's a pedophile.
You build 100 bridges.
It's true.
You blank one blank.
I'm sorry we didn't get to play the game, Carmen. I'm just going to pick somebody at random. We'll give them a prize. Okay. Hi, who's this?
Thomas.
Thomas, you're the winner. I didn't get to play a game, but I said I would give away tickets. So I'm going to put you on hold. Carmen will grab you here after the show, and we'll hook you up with a prize.
Awesome. Thanks, Mike.
All right, pal.